games begin.
Something's coming. Something's coming. Yeah. Something's coming. Something's coming. Something's coming.
You know, if you do the work, you work hard enough, dreams come true. You know that, we all know that. But hopefully what you get from tonight is the understanding that those times when you get up early and you work hard, those times when you stay up late and you work hard, those times when you don't feel like working, you're too tired, you don't want to push yourself, but you do it anyway. That is actually the dream. That's the dream. It's not the destination, it's the journey. And if you guys can understand that, then what you'll see happen is that you won't accomplish your dreams. Your dreams won't come true. Something greater will.
Job's not finished. Job finished? I don't think so.
Something's coming. Yeah. Something's coming. Something's coming. Something's coming.
Let the games begin. Come walk in my shoes. I done paid all my dues. I got something to prove. All in, nothing to lose. Right now, a new day starts. Woke up my brain heart. Stand up and play my part. Like the crowd waves start. Been patient long enough. Not waiting, I'm bossing up. Life is like a talk.
Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union encourages positive behavior.
Pride, respect, leadership, and sportsmanship on the court and in the stands.
Remember what a great privilege it is to see your team compete.
Thank you for your attendance. Enjoy the game.
And enjoy the game.
Sometimes I worry.
Sometimes I'm scared.
Sometimes I'm overwhelmed.
Sometimes I cry.
And that's okay, because sometimes is not all the time.
It will be okay. You got this.
You got this.
You got this.
By tinted triple crossed it up. We born to be giant slayers. We shine too bright to shade us or face us. We love the pressure. It's what made us.
Something's coming. Something's coming. Something's coming.
Let the games begin. I was born for this. From day one I wanted it. We come too far to quit. Ain't no stopping it. I was born for this. From day one I wanted it. We come too far to quit. Ain't no stopping it. Ain't no stopping it. Time to rise up. 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 I was born for this. From day one I wanted it. We come too far to quit. Ain't no stopping it. I was born for this. From day one I wanted it. We come too far to quit. Ain't no stopping it. Ain't no stopping it. Ain't no stopping it. Ain't no stopping it. Let the games begin.
Something's coming. Something's coming. Something's coming. Something's coming. Something's coming.
Advising, if you don't see your preferred major on their website, there are other options like creating your own major, or you may want to start off in the exploring program to try out different areas before making your choice. It won't take much to convince you that Central is the perfect fit. Visit central.edu and apply to Central today.
It's volunteer season. Pella Corporation thanks those who volunteer to make our area a great place to live. It's clear that when you volunteer, you're helping others. On the job, the Pella team creates energy-efficient Pella windows and doors for homes and businesses throughout North America. And once the job is done, many Pella Corporation team members volunteer to make a difference in their communities. Let's hear a cheer for volunteers. For more information on exciting careers at Pella Windows and Doors, visit Pella.com/careers.
There's a place in downtown Pella that takes you right into the heart of Amsterdam. A beautiful brick walk featuring a winding canal, a working drawbridge, and Dutch architecture providing a classic old world atmosphere. Welcome to the Molengraat. The Molengraat is home to some of Pella's finest lodging at the Amsterdam Hotel, dining with Liberty Street Kitchen and Oriental Express, Beautiful You Salon, Pella Nail Salon, the Pella Window and Door Showroom, and many service businesses. You can even take in a movie at Pella Cinemas. Good luck to our local sports teams from the Molengraat in Pella.
Attention parents of preschoolers and kindergartners for the 2022-23 school year. The Pella School District is hosting an early childhood night on Thursday, February 24th. Information will be presented about the district's preschool, pre-K, and kindergarten programs, and staff members will answer any questions you have. All 3 programs are free. Come find out why they're right for your child. The early childhood night will be held from 5 to 6 o'clock on Thursday, February 24th at Madison Elementary School in Pella.
Pella Community Schools, Pella.
At Ulrich Ford and Lincoln, area residents have trusted us since 1935, and they trust us today as we continue taking care of you. A big part of that trust is because we're here after the sale with local service, and that's especially important in today's technology age. There can be a big learning curve when you buy a new vehicle, and we're here for you to stop by anytime with any question, no matter how big or small. So for your next vehicle purchase, find out for yourself why so many area residents trust Ulrich Ford and Lincoln in Pella, where we're taking care of you.
And that wraps up this edition of the Radio Sports page on KNIA KBLS. Thanks to all of our area athletes who joined us on the show today, and best of luck to all of our athletes who are going to the wrestling tournament this week or to the bowling state tournament coming up next week. We'll have more Radio Sports Page coming up next week on KNIA KRLS. Of course, also stay tuned for the KNIA and KRLS Radio Coaches Corners Saturday at 9 on KNIA KRLS. Until next week on KNIA KRLS, for all of us at KNIA KRLS Sports, I'm Derek Cardwell. So long, everybody.
Welcome to this exclusive presentation of live high school basketball coverage on the one to count on for today's local sports, KNIA KRLS, streaming at KNIAKRLS.com and on your free KNIA and KRLS mobile apps.
Naylor, backdoor, Kingery, slams it home on the backdoor cuts, and the Indians have their biggest lead of the night by 12.
Here comes Noah Allen attacking, kicking, Miller for three, boom! Carl Miller, the driller, stretches Pella's lead to 46-38.
Oh, tipped up, controlled, here comes JoJo Bice with 6 seconds, fast break, layup is good at the other end, Mohawk takes the lead. 52-50, Bice the steal, and runs it all the way down coast to coast. 52-50, Warriors back on top.
We'll get you ready for tonight's contest with our keys to the game, starting lineups, colors of the game, and the game time temp.
They've come out of the half firing. Agri looking for more for three. Yes! Emery Agri heating up with back-to-back trays.
Here's Emma Duncan. Catch and shoot three. Splash down, Emma Duncan.
And there's a tip and a steal, Reagan Van Wyk. This is for the lead in transition. The layup is in. Count it in, one. And Reagan Van Wyk puts Pella back on top.
Now let's head to the gym for all the exciting action of South Central Iowa high school basketball. On the one to count on for today's local sports, KNIA and KRLS.
High school basketball is on the air as we welcome you live to Pella High School and the opening round of the Class 4A Girls Regional Basketball Tournament, where tonight your homestanding Pella High Dutch take on the Waterloo East Trojans. My name is Trevor Castle, joined by John Holterhouse on a beautiful wintry Wednesday here in February as the playoffs are upon us here in the Tulip City. John, glad to be by your side and glad to have postseason high school basketball on the air.
Yep, it's an exciting time of the year. It's exciting to get started against Waterloo East here. You know, season goes fast. You know, it's hard to believe it's this time of the year already, but looking forward to getting a good start for Pella here.
Yeah, and an interesting matchup between the Dutch and the Trojans with the girls' classifications having that extra class, you know, up to 5A. It does spread things out a little bit. It makes it so there's not nearly as many teams in any geographical area. So here we go, Waterloo East traveling nearly 2 hours to get to Pella for what we believe is a first ever matchup between these two girls' programs.
Yeah, I was surprised to see that one. I saw Waterloo East. I was thinking, for one, the distance,
yes.
You know, but for another, you know, you kind of think of them as a 5A, you know, but they're playing in the 4A regionals against us here, and this team is they've played a lot of tough competition all year long in the conference they play in. So although they come in with not the best record, you know, you don't want to overlook these guys at all.
All right, here inside of our KRLS radio pregame show, in just a moment we're going to take a timeout. Then we're going to come back with an interview with Jackson Van Clay, Pella's sophomore 152-pounder, who is the Dutch representative at the Iowa State Wrestling Tournament that kicks off tomorrow at Wells Fargo Arena. Andrew Schneider caught up with him, and we'll have that interview. Great accomplishment for that young man, and excited to hear from him. Then we'll get back to basketball. We'll have our McCall Monumental Radio keys to the game. We'll take a look at your starting lineups presented by Menninga Pest Control. We'll give you the game time temperature presented by Van Haften Plumbing and Heating, and we've got a 7 o'clock opening tip presented by Dutch Mill Supply. But John, before we go to break, you know, I do the Pella Christian games as well, and it's kind of the opposite story. From the Waterloo East side of things, it would be a similar story to what we talk about all the time as Eagles broadcasters and as Eagles fans. You know, they play in this very difficult 3A, 4A Little Hawkeye Conference, and then they step down to play 2A teams. And we saw that firsthand. I saw it firsthand on Saturday. Pella Christian, a team that went 3-18 during the regular season, and they went to Pekin and beat a Pekin team that was about 500 during the regular season, but playing primarily 1A schools. Here, Waterloo East, as you've already mentioned, they play an almost exclusively 5A schedule, they went 0-15 in the Mississippi Valley Conference and have a similar record to Pella Christian at 3-18 overall. And lo and behold, they get a Dutch team that plays down a class and is 12-9. So it's kind of that age-old question. Does playing the bigger, tougher schools and losing prepare you better? Or does playing, maybe the smaller schools, and I certainly don't want to say that DCG and Indianola and Grinnell and company are bad programs, but they're not the 5A teams that Waterloo East is used to seeing.
Yeah, a couple smaller schools in there in our conference, but first of all, congratulations to Pella Christian. Great start for them. They got a tough one coming up.
They actually got bounced last night by Mediapolis.
Yep. Okay, I did not know that one, but
so they got a win in the postseason, and then then their season came to an end.
No, but on this one, you're right. I mean, these guys they play teams like Cedar Falls, who's traditionally a power in many sports. Cedar Rapids Jefferson, Dubuque Senior, Iowa City West, and Liberty over there that are tough teams, and they've had some decent point spreads in those games, but they're competitive, in a lot of those big games. So, that's going to, in games like this, it's going to prepare them, and that's why I say this is one that you don't want Pella to overlook.
Not at all.
Despite the record, they got to come out here tonight and be ready to play and make sure they give it their best effort.
All right, let's take a timeout, and we'll come back, and we'll do a little wrestling chat first with Dutch sophomore wrestler Jackson Van Clay, and then we'll continue girls basketball, counting you down to the top of the hour for Pella and Waterloo East. We're live on 92.1 KRLS and Pella Dutch live on YouTube.
At Ulrich Ford and Lincoln, area residents have trusted us since 1935, and they trust us today as we continue taking care of you. A big part of that trust is because we're here after the sale with local service, and that's especially important in today's technology age. There can be a big learning curve when you buy a new vehicle, and we're here for you to stop by anytime with any question, no matter how big or small. So for your next vehicle purchase, find out for yourself why so many area residents trust Ulrich Ford and Lincoln in Pella, where we're taking care of you.
The wipers in the car go swish, 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 swish. The wipers in the car go swish, swish, swish. That's Central Tire and Auto.
Winter brings slushy, sleety, icy weather that's even more annoying if your wipers can't keep your windshield clean. For tires, front-end work, their no-appointment oil change, full mechanical work on your vehicle, and the important little things like new wipers, stop and see Sean DeWard and his crew next to Walmart in Pella.
We know you have choices when it comes to wireless plans for your home or business. At Strawber Cellular, we strive to be that local expert to provide all the service and expertise you need to make U.S. Cellular your choice for wireless service. Our knowledgeable staff can provide you with everything from smartphones and tablets to home internet and security options. Choose Strawber Cellular, your locally owned authorized agent for U.S. Cellular in downtown Pella.
This is Dr. Tim Yoder with Tri-County Veterinary Clinic. February is National Pet Dental Month, and I'd like to encourage you to schedule an oral exam for your pet. All of our dental services are discounted during the month of February, including cleaning of the teeth, polishing of the teeth, and dental surgery where needed. Call today to schedule your pet's oral checkup at 628-4040 for Tri-County Veterinary Clinic in Pella, where your pet's good health is our number one concern.
Still the veterinarians.
Yes, we are. We're the Peterinarians.
They take care of pets because they love them.
McCall Monument is the most trusted monument company in Iowa. This is Reed. We have been here helping families get their perfect memorial for over 150 years.
This is Wyatt. We are the monument experts. We don't plan funerals and we don't sell caskets. We are craftsmen with a full-service shop and artists on staff.
I'm Lee. We have a standard here at McCall Monument. In all our years in business, we have never called on a grieving family, and we never will. In your family's time of need, our family is here for you.
When memories become treasures, McCall Monument.
At Ulrich Ford and Lincoln, area residents have trusted us since 1935, and they trust us today as we continue taking care of you. A big part of that trust is because we're here after the sale with local service, and that's especially important in today's technology age. There can be a big learning curve when you buy a new vehicle, and we're here for you to stop by anytime with any question, no matter how big or small. So for your next vehicle purchase, find out for yourself why so many area residents trust Ulrich Ford and Lincoln in Pella, where we're taking care of you.
I'm Trevor Castle, getting you set for Pella and Waterloo East girls basketball postseason opener here in the Class 4A regionals. But before we talk more basketball, let's talk a little wrestling with Jackson Van Clay. Pella's 152-pound state tournament qualifier action gets started tomorrow at Wells Fargo Arena, and Andrew Schneider caught up with Jackson Van Clay.
Andrew Schneider on KRLS Radio here with Pella Wrestling State Qualifier Jackson Van Clay. First of all, Jackson, congratulations. You had to do it as a wrestleback. You had to fight all the way back into the finals and take on a guy who had beat you twice this season. First of all, what does it mean to be one of those state qualifiers, and tell our listeners a little bit about the day?
It means a lot. I mean, it's what we've been working for all year. A really fun day, best competition we've had all year, and we wrestled really well.
Well, in your case, 7 of the wrestlers from Pella ended up advancing out of the first round, and then all 7 ended up losing in the second round. As we said, it was a really tough bracket. What was going through your mind at that point, knowing that your only chance then to go to state was a wrestleback, and how do you prepare yourself knowing that not only do you have to win your third place match, but you have to win another match at the end?
We just took it one match at a time. We stayed focused. We knew we would run into some adversities throughout the day. We were in a really tough district, but just stayed focused and took it one step at a time.
Well, and that one step took you in a match again against a Norwalk kid who you'd wrestled against twice and had lost to. What was going through your mind going into that match, and how were you able to do things differently this time as opposed to the first 2 matchups?
I felt pretty confident. I knew I had what it took to beat him, and I knew I could beat him. I just had to wrestle my best match and leave it all out there.
Well, and it kind of broke down that you were able to get some early points on him, and you could kind of wrestle from ahead. What's that like with the pressure pack situation, knowing that he's a reversal or a takedown away from either tying you or getting close? And what was it like knowing that you got that early lead? How did you kind of attack and approach that, knowing you were able to get some early points?
I just knew I had to keep wrestling, keep scoring points, and control positions and control ties, and just stay in control of the match the whole time.
Well, and as we mentioned, it was a little disappointing in a way that I think a lot of guys wanted to go to state. You ended up getting to go and wrestled your way there. But a lot of guys took 3rd and 4th place on your team and had chances to do so. What does that say about the growth of the program, that I'm sure there was a measure of disappointment, and how has that growth helped you be in a position to be ready for state?
I mean, it really shows that we have a lot of potential, and I think it'll give a lot of guys motivation for next year. And just we're on the rise, and we're continuing to grow and get better each practice.
Well, for you then, when you think about what this week means, obviously you want to wrestle for a state championship, and that's going to be a tough road, as you know, with the best of the best up at Wells Fargo. But how are you approaching this week, knowing that it's a big opportunity for you? You're still pretty young in your career, and what are some of your goals and expectations?
I'm just trying to take advantage of every opportunity. My goal is to be on that podium and get as high up as I can, but just fine-tune a few things this week, get ready. I know I'm in the shape right now. I'm wrestling the best I have all year. I think I'm ready to go.
Well, and if people can make the connection on the air, Van Clay to Van Clay, obviously your dad's, the guy of wrestling here in Pella, Iowa, and he's, kind of helped this with youth wrestling and obviously his program at Central. What have some of his words been, knowing that he's had state wrestlers on his roster, and I'm sure you guys have had some conversation. A, I'm sure he's excited for you, but B, how does that, you think, help you, knowing that you're a wrestling guy?
It gives me a lot of confidence knowing I have that advice, and I just can have fun and let it fly.
And then you kind of alluded to your goals of finishing as high as you can. How excited are you for this upcoming week, knowing that not only for you it's a big opportunity, but kind of you alluded to, this team's pretty young. There's not a lot of seniors that are leaving, and you'll miss those guys. But how do you hope that's motivating to the rest of the team, and how do you hope to lift them up to the point where maybe next year you're going with 3 or 4 or 5 guys?
It just shows that anyone can do it. I wasn't favored to make state, but I knew deep down that I had the confidence and I have that ability to wrestle. And it's just bringing guys along with that.
That's Jackson Van Clay, a state wrestling qualifier at 152 pounds for the Dutch. He'll wrestle starting this Thursday at Wells Fargo Arena. Jackson, congratulations on an awesome day, and have some fun up at the well.
Thank you.
And again, Andrew Schneider with Jackson Van Clay, Pella's 152-pound state qualifier. The state wrestling individual tournament tomorrow, Friday, and Saturday at Wells Fargo Arena. We'll have live update reports all 3 days, or at least as long as our local wrestlers are still involved. We've got wrestlers from Pella and Knoxville and PCM that will be following right here on 92.1 KRLS, and wrestlers from Indianola, Norwalk, Pleasantville, and Knoxville that will be following on our sister station on KNIA KNIA. And, of course, you can find all the updates all weekend long at KNIAKRLS.com. All right, back to girls basketball and more from Pella and Waterloo East when we come back inside of our KRLS radio pregame show here on 92.1 KRLS.
The Hy-Vee branded QR code using the Hy-Vee H logo is a great place to go to find all the deals at your local Hy-Vee store. If you're not using it, you're missing out. And nowadays, QR codes are really easy to use. You don't need a special app, just follow these easy instructions. Open the camera on your smartphone, aim it at the H QR code, tap the link that pops up, and get all the great Hy-Vee deals. You can do it when the H pops up on your TV, or when you see it in the paper, or when you're shopping in the store. Use the H QR code for great deals at your local Hy-Vee.
Drywall done incorrectly can end up costing you a lot of money. That's why when you want it done right, you need to call Stan's Drywall at 629-1728. They'll do the job right and to your satisfaction. Stan's Drywall is a proud supporter of Pella Athletics and wish the Dutch athletes good luck this postseason. For any new construction or remodeling projects, call Stan's Drywall at 629-1728 in Pella.
Van Manen, Seedstra, Meyer, and Nickel may be a long name, but they serve businesses and individuals with both short and long names. When you let the professional CPAs at Van Manen, Seedstra, Meyer, and Nickel both save you time and give you peace of mind, you'll have more time to do the things that are important to you, like grow your business, spend time with your family, or volunteer in the community. You'll even have enough time on your hands to say their full name.
Save time and gain peace of mind with Van Manen, Seedstra, Meyer, and Nickel.
Hi, this is Lonnie DeSwart, Petroleum Department Manager at Two Rivers Co-op, inviting you to fill up with gas at Pella's only locally owned gas station. Our Carsville location in Pella is open 24 hours a day, pumping Cenex top-tier gas, and you don't have to be a member of the co-op to use it. Next time you stop by, make sure to ask for a Two Rivers local card, because when you swipe it at the pump, you'll save 4 cents off every gallon every time you fill up. So if you're fed up with the big chains, fill up at Pella's only locally owned gas station, Two Rivers Cooperative.
Resetting your password, unsubscribing from emails, printing anything. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your business doesn't have to be one of them, so you can get back to more important things, like learning how that printer works. That's simple human sense.
Ask me, Chad Klein, at the Burduff Agency in Pella, if auto owners make sense for you.
At Fairhaven East, part of the Hearthstone community in Pella, you can rent a furnished apartment on a daily, weekly, or monthly basis with supportive services included. 3 home-cooked meals are served daily in a spacious dining room. Housekeeping comes twice a week. Laundry is done weekly. And there are amenities like a beauty barber shop, group exercise classes, and a private patio to enjoy the fresh air. They make life so easy that all you have to do are bring your clothes and toiletries. For information on daily, weekly, or monthly rates at Fairhaven East in Pella, call Montessa at 620-4200. Welcome back inside of our KRLS radio pregame show. Trevor Castle, John Holterhouse with you here on 92.1 KRLS as we get you set for Pella and Waterloo East, the opening round of the girls Class 4A regional basketball tournament. And let's start with tonight's McCall Monumental radio keys to the game. The Dutch at 12-9 out of the Little Hawkeye Conference, 7-7 in league play. And Waterloo East 3-18 on the season. They went 0-15 in the Mississippi Valley. I believe they're in the Mississippi part of the Mississippi Valley Conference, 0-15 in the conference standings for Waterloo East. All right, our McCall Monumental radio keys to the game, John, as you've looked this thing over, what do you think the Dutch need to do to make sure they're playing on Saturday night?
Well, I tell you, it's interesting that we have another young 6'1" post player to go up against, and I was looking at that. That's their pretty much leading scorer, leading rebound. Brooklyn Love is her name, averaging 13 points a game, almost 10 rebounds a game. So that'll be a tough challenge for us tonight. So we'll have to keep tabs on her. Haven't seen her play personally, but as a sophomore, that's some pretty good numbers, putting up against some pretty good competition. So from Pella's perspective, this team's not deep. Waterloo East is not deep. We're looking at that now. We have a lot of players on the roster here, but
If I could cut in, 11 players on the roster, and then when I visited with their coach quickly before the game to get starting lineups and pronunciations, he crossed 2 of them off. So, I mean, they're down to 9 right out of the gate. I mean, so if they get into any kind of troubles, they just really don't have a lot of depth, to your point.
Yeah, and I noticed this team does not foul a lot. I'm just kind of looking at stats. They do not foul. Maybe that's part of the reason why.
Sure,
they got to be careful on the defensive end. So, Pella's perspective, I think we just push the pace, really try to push the pace. I think we can put a lot of pressure on them defensively. So really just try to make them work hard and keep the pace up in this one.
Yeah, and then you just hope some shots are falling, right? I mean, the Dutch have become, I don't want to say they live or die by the three-pointer, but they've certainly added more of that part of the game to their arsenal as the season has gone on. And when the shots are falling, this is a pretty dangerous team in Pella.
Yeah, it is. And like we've said most of the season, we're really balanced. We've got 5-6 girls that any given night can score 10 points a game, which, if we can get 4 or 5 of them doing that in one night, I feel like we can challenge about anybody. So, let's try to get to the basket, get to the free throw line a little bit tonight. Start seeing some shots fall that way, and then maybe kind of push that out a little bit.
That's our McCall Monumental radio keys to the game. Don't burden your loved ones with planning your memorial after you're gone. Pre-plan your memorial and trust the family at McCall Monument, the area's leading monument designer and installer on Old Highway 163 West in Pella. We'll be following along with 2 other games tonight on the Marion County Bank radio scoreboard. Also a Little Hawkeye Conference foe, Norwalk. 2 of them, actually. Norwalk hosting Newton tonight. That game is live on the KNIA 3 stream at KNIAKRLS.com. And our Red Rock rivalry mate Knoxville is at home against Carlisle tonight, and that one is on 95.3 KNIA. Those are all opening round games in the Class 4A regional tournament. There's several teams that have received byes, including our opponent, Grinnell. The winner of this will play Grinnell Saturday at Grinnell, and Indianola and DCG also getting first-round byes. In fact, you're pointing out, John, I had not seen it yet, but those 3 teams, 1, 2, and 3 in the BC Moore power rankings at the end of the regular season. Just verification of what we already knew. This is a loaded Little Hawkeye Conference, both the boys and girls side, but specifically speaking girls tonight.
Yeah, it is a loaded conference, and we talked about that earlier with Pella Christian and who they have to play to get ready for that 2A tournament run. But I think it helped them in that first game for sure. But yeah, that's pretty impressive to see 3 teams, the top 3 teams in that BC Moore ranking, which goes off strength of schedule, goes off your record, point spread, all those kind of things. So it's a pretty accurate, in my opinion, a pretty accurate representation, although, you pointed out Glenwood falls in at number 4. They took it to Indianola pretty good, but still good to see.
And what I do like about that is the union has split them up, and all 3 teams will have a chance to make it to the state tournament, and then we might see a little LHC on LHC action at Wells Fargo Arena.
Yeah, that'd be fun to see all 3 of them in there. No, let's go more than that.
Well, there you go. Yes, 4 would be ideal.
4 would be ideal.
Yeah. All right. Hey, before we take a break, let's take a look at tonight's game time temperature presented by Van Haften Plumbing and Heating. It is 32 degrees. The temperature's been falling throughout the day and will to the overnight. Winter's not over, folks, so if your home isn't staying comfortable during our cold Iowa winter, make sure to call on the heating and cooling experts at Van Haften Plumbing and Heating in Pella, because you'll rest easy when you pick up the phone and hear
Van Haften.
Time for a timeout as they give the national anthem and the starting lineups to the crowd. When we come back, we'll get you those same starting lineups presented by Menninga Pest Control, and the opening tip presented by Dutch Mill Supply is right around the corner. You are listening to Pella High Basketball, powered by Bank Iowa on 92.1 FM, KRLS Knoxville Pella, and KRLS HD1 Knoxville Pella.
At Brexford's, we're here to make your house your home. What you put inside your house can help make the difference between whether you enjoy spending time there or not. We'll help you turn your house into a functional, warm, welcoming, lived-in home. Stop in and visit with any member of our team about appliances, furniture, bedding, floor covering, window treatments, and accessories to make your house your home at Brexford's Home Center, 405 Truman Road in Pella.
Are you planning to buy your first house this year? Lighton State Bank is holding a free, no-obligation class to walk you through credit scores, pre-qualification, loan options, and more. We'll answer all of your questions in a fun, informal setting. Dinner's provided and space is limited, so give us a call or visit lightonbank.com to register today. Lighton State Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Even a mild winter can take a toll on your roof. Between the freeze and the thaw, you may need new shingles. Certainly, if you're going to get new shingles, you're going to get CertainTeed shingles from Dutch Mill Supply in Pella. CertainTeed Roofing offers a wide array of residential roofing shingle options.
Dutch Mill Supply, located in Pella, is your only locally owned, one-stop, full-service lumberyard and building material supplier. My name is Joshua Payne. My staff and I are here daily for professional service from the guy next door. Our product line is diverse, and we'll get you what you need quickly and at a competitive price.
As part of our commitment to youth, Pella Cooperative Electric annually sends a high school sophomore or junior to Washington, D.C. on a week-long, all-expenses-paid tour. This year's trip is June 18 to 24. To be eligible, your family must receive electricity from Pella Cooperative Electric. Contact your guidance counselor or visit our website for applications. Deadline to apply is March 25th. Proud to be member-owned, we are Pella Cooperative Electric.
Shine as one.
It's a mindset. You've got to start with that belief in your mind. I've got this. I can do this. I can conquer this.
The relentless are unstoppable. They don't say, I wish I could have done more, because they give everything they have, every single day.
If you truly want something, you've got to be relentless. So what are you going to do today?
Brand appeal. Relentless for you.
At the Pella and Knoxville Hy-Vee stores, we're hiring for a flex shopper position. You choose when and where you work. In addition to a flexible schedule, you'll get a 10% employee discount on groceries, and health insurance is available, even for part-time employees. It's simple to apply at Hy-Vee.com or stop in the store at the Knoxville or Pella Hy-Vee and get an instant interview.
Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every eye.
At Pella Motors, we have hundreds of vehicles in transit with new cars arriving daily. Stop in to talk to one of our product specialists to reserve your vehicle today. With Pella Motors Trade Assistance, lock in $3,000 off a new Jeep Gladiator, $2,500 off a new Silverado, or take advantage of 0% financing on all Buick and GMC models. At Pella Motors, we want to get you the vehicle that you love. So check us out online at PellaMotors.com.
The national anthem is in the books. Let's now get you set with tonight's starting lineups presented by Menninga Pest Control. Waterloo East 3-18, 0-15 out of the MVC. Starts Elisa Horton, Kiki Jefferson Putnam, Brooklyn Love, Jemiah Caesar, and Danae Saffold. For Pella, 12-9, 7-7 out of the LHC. Reagan Van Wyk, Anna Childerston, Kennedy Van Vark, Mia Warner, and Anna Vanderwall. Those are tonight's starting lineups presented by Menninga Pest Control. Sean and his team want to kill your bugs.
Call 628-3198. Menninga Pest Control.
And it's time now for tonight's opening tip presented by Dutch Mill Supply in Pella, your only locally owned lumberyard and building material supplier. Dutch will be moving from left to right, Waterloo East from right to left. Mia Warner, Brooklyn Love, the ball is in the air and we are underway with the Class 4A Regional Girls Basketball Tournament on 92.1 KRLS. Pella controls the opening tip presented by Dutch Mill Supply, and it's Lady Dutch basketball left to right. Anna Vanderwall has it in the left corner. She'll fire a three. Boom! Right out of the gate. 20 seconds in, Pella's got a 3-0 lead.
Well, that's a good way to start. Waterloo is coming out in a zone as you would expect with that, not going real deep, and they also don't want to foul, so you'd expect them to come out in that, but good way to start the game.
Trevor Castle, John Holterhouse with you live inside of the Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth. A double high post, drive by Love down the left side of the lane, kick out, three ball on the way by Jefferson Putnam for the answer, and we're tied at 3.
Well, that's a good answer for Waterloo East. Nice open shot there.
Here's Childerston for 3. That's off the mark from the right corner, no good. Rebounded by Mia Warner, gets it onto the baseline for Reagan Van Wyk, stops, fires it back out. Childerston will try again, just off the mark. Warner tips another rebound, loose on the floor. I think we'll get a tie up here, and Waterloo East ball on the arrow.
Well, what are we, a minute and 6 seconds into the game? We've got 4 threes taken already. We haven't had a 2-point shot yet. But.
Well, and you talked about the pace as one of our McCall Monumental Radio keys to the game, and the Dutch certainly looking to push it.
Yeah, and I think that's good. I think that the higher the pace of this game is going to benefit Pella.
Just 9 players in uniform tonight for Waterloo East. They run kind of a 4 across offense, 2 on the high post and then 2 out on the wings. Love drives down the right side of the wing, ran through Warner. They both fall down. The ball rolls off of Mia and out of bounds to Waterloo East. 3-3 game. We've played a minute and a half.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to kind of keep Brooklyn Love, their post player, on that elbow or high post there, trying to get her to drive down the lane.
Ball controlled by Caesar, sends it left side into the corner for Jefferson Putnam. She knocked down Waterloo East's only bucket of the game so far. It's a 3-3 contest with 6:20 to go in the first quarter. Now Caesar, dribble handoff to Jefferson Putnam, swing it right side. This is Horton onto the baseline. We get a bump foul on Reagan Van Wyk on the floor on the Dutch. First foul on either team in this game. And Waterloo East wearing their black jerseys with the orange lettering and numerals trimmed in white. As you alluded to, kind of a Grinnell Tiger look. Off the air, there's a whistle and a travel on East. For Pella, it's their home whites, green lettering and numerals and trim, and the green graphics down the side of the jersey and the shorts. Pella left to right, 3-3 game.
Yeah, nice move there by Jefferson Putnam, number 10 for Waterloo East, just drug her foot.
Kennedy Van Vark, great dime to Mia Warner. A bounce pass as Pella beats the Waterloo East pressure for 2.
Yeah, they're coming out in the full court pressure on Pella, and nice break there. Just got an easy layup on the other end.
And now a near steal by the Dutch. Ball's loose, and Warner just picks it away. Drives all the way, gets blocked from behind and out of bounds to the Dutch. Great recovery by Horton to prevent Warner from an easy layup.
That was a great recovery. It looked like Warner had an easy layup there.
5-3 Pella. We've played 2:20. Inbounds to Warner. Onto the baseline. Kennedy Van Vark, 17-foot jumper off the back of the rim. No. Warner tried to tip the rebound out rather than grab it, and she tips it to the Waterloo East bench, so it's Trojan ball.
Yeah, she's been aggressive on the boards, keeping the ball alive so far. That one looked like she just had a little, an open position to grab it, but felt like she needed to tip it out of there.
5-3, Pella with the advantage. And Waterloo East will inbound from in front of their own bench. Pella with man-to-man pressure. The ball is thrown in through the legs, picked up by Anna Vanderwall on the turnover. Now Anna's in some trouble, and a 3-second violation.
Yeah, I think Anna just needs to be aggressive and take that up. She's got about a 4-inch advantage on, is that Jefferson?
And if you're in the lane holding the ball, as soon as you pass it, it's an instant 3-second call. So she would have been better off just throwing it at the rim there.
Yeah, just needs to take it up strong. She has a size advantage.
Block shot by Talkie on the shot by Caesar. Rebounded by Kennedy Van Vark. Here come the Dutch with Reagan Van Wyk. Open on the right wing. Her 3 is an air ball and cleared out by Jefferson Putnam.
That was not a good-looking shot there. Hopefully she gets that out of her system.
So Waterloo East with the ball, trailing 5-3, nearing the halfway mark of the first quarter, and East has it thrown out of bounds, but touched last by Pella. 4:56 left in quarter number 1, and Reagan Van Wyk checks out. Abby Warner comes in. Jayla Stanford into the game for the first time for Waterloo East. She started, I believe, every game previous to this one. Comes in as the 6th man here, and there's a drive by Love and a foul called on the floor on Mia Warner.
Yeah, you never know what's going on there. I kind of expected her to start as well, but maybe there's something behind the scenes that had her sitting down to start the game.
With Love, you can see her size and very athletic. I mean, she's not just a stand on the low block kind of a post player. She really caused some troubles for Warner there off the bounce out on the wing.
Yeah, they've had her at the high post on the offensive end so far.
Jump shot on the inbounds pass for Waterloo East is no good. Rebound tipped out by Kennedy Van Vark, and it'll stay with Waterloo East left side of the floor.
That's about 3, what I'd call 50-50 balls down there that have stayed on the Waterloo East end.
And Stanford looking for somebody to trigger it in. Gets it up to Love at the 10-foot volleyball line on a deep pass. And now a drive. Offensive foul, Brooklyn Love. Abby Warner stepped in front after Love had driven around Haley Van Vark. The charge is another Waterloo East turnover. Give you an Ulrich Ford and Lincoln game reset. It is Pella 5, Waterloo East 3. 2 team fouls on the Dutch, 1 on the Trojans, and the possession arrow is with Pella. And the Dutch have a 5-3 lead with 4 minutes, 31 seconds to go first quarter on an Ulrich Ford and Lincoln game reset. Here's Anna Vanderwall with a carry. Vanderwall dribbling out on the right wing. That's one that a lot of officials will let you get away with, John, but I did see it as well in real time.
Yeah, I saw it there, but you're right. A lot of times not getting pressured, they'll let that one go. Waterloo East is coming out when they score, a pretty effective looking full court defense. We've been able to break it first 2 times so far, but we'll see how that goes as the game progresses.
And now Pella with some full court pressure as well. Looks like Stanford in some trouble over there. She's able to get rid of it. And now some numbers. Waterloo East shot down underneath the basket is no good. Rebounded by Haley Van Vark for the Dutch. And here comes Anna Vanderwall racing ahead, but a double team quickly envelops her. Passes it out to Kennedy Van Vark. Now Warner, Van Vark. Here's Kennedy for 3. Off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound tipped up and controlled by Waterloo East. The Trojans with the ball down by 2 as both teams have gone cold over the last couple of minutes. Love on a drive, picks up her dribble. Nice defense by Abby Warner. Totally undersized against Love. Left-hand dribble to the free throw line. Lean in 14-footer, no, and Vanderwall clears the rebound for Pella. And we're stuck on 5-3 Dutch. Here's Van Vark underneath, blocked by Love and rebounded by Love.
Yeah, that's what's going to be tough. She's got long arms. Just played straight up defense there, got her arms up and tipped the shot.
And Kylie Talkie caught as Waterloo East racing ahead. They're willing to push the pace as well, John, despite their lack of depth. They got ahead of the pack and a little bump call on Kylie Talkie for Pella's 3rd foul.
Yep, they are. They're actually, got a couple subs in the game already too, so trying to stay as fresh as they can.
5-3 in favor of Pella, and here's Love out on the left wing for 3, a little bit too strong, no good, and Reagan Van Wyk seals off the rebound for the Dutch.
Well, we talked about what kind of shooting night it would be. So far, we're not hitting on all cylinders on the outside.
Vanderwall swings it right side to Abby Warner. Skip pass to Childerston just to the left of the top of the key. Back to Warner on the right wing. Fires it left side Van Wyk. Now Vanderwall drives on the left baseline. Gets caught there. Picks up her dribble. May have pushed off. Not called. Out to Van Wyk. Right hand dribble. Now Warner. Right elbow jumper. Too strong. No good. And there are 4 black jerseys there for the rebound. And it's controlled by Elisa, my apologies. And then a blocking foul on the other end. Hard contact. Abby Warner trying to draw another charge, but caught with her first foul. And John, the Dutch have already picked up 4 fouls in the game's first 5 minutes.
Yep, 4-1 for Waterloo East. It's kind of the theme, as I mentioned earlier. Waterloo East only averaging about 5 fouls a game. That's not many for an entire game.
And the first free throw by Horton is no good. In case you missed it, presented by the veterinarians at Tri-County Veterinary Clinic in Pella. Both teams hit a 3-pointer on their opening possession of the game. Since then, we have just 1 bucket, a Mia Warner layup off a turnover, and it's 5-3 Pella, in case you missed it, presented by Tri-County Veterinary Clinic.
They're the veterinarians.
Second free throw by Horton, snaps that skid, and it's 5-4 Dutch with 2 minutes and 37 seconds remaining here in quarter number 1.
Waterloo East is not a good free throw shooting team. They're at about 55%, and Love is sitting 74, so that brings that up quite a bit.
Pella almost turned it over on a pass that slipped through Tristan Gordon's legs, but the Dutch able to recover. Now they've got it with Van Vark onto the baseline for Reagan Van Wyk. Kicks it back out to Van Vark. Now a 3-ball for Childerston. Boom! Anna Childerston gives Pella an 8-4 lead.
Yeah, we needed that one. Waterloo East is going to take away the inside from us. You can tell the way they're playing the zone defense. They're not going to let us get in there, so we're going to have to hit some of those shots to open it up.
And now a steal by Tristan Gordon, bobbing and weaving her way all the way down the floor, picks up her dribble, hounded by 2 defenders, and gets it out to Anna Vanderwall. She'll dribble it back out near half court, and the Dutch will reset the offense. Gordon off the dribble handoff at the top of the key. Hounded again. Loose ball on the floor. Fighting for it. Gordon gets it and is called for an over and back call. It was knocked away, There was a little bit of a fight for the ball at half court. By the time Gordon got it, she was in the backcourt, and it's a Pella turnover. One thing I'm very impressed upon, John, I had not seen, and we do get a vision for less timeout, I had not seen or had not noticed the lack of fouls that you talk about. And, boy, the way they are really hawking defensively, they must do a really good job of not committing those fouls, because it's not like they're just laying off defensively.
No, they're not. They're being a little more aggressive than I thought they would be, looking at that stat and looking at some of their depth. But, they move their feet well. They're fairly quick defensively and not making anything easy on the Lady Dutch at all.
We have our first Strawbers Cellular Instant Radio update of the evening, and it is in Norwalk, where the Warriors have a 9-6 lead over Newton at the end of the first quarter. One Little Hawkeye Conference team for sure will be bounced out of the Class 4A regionals tonight. And Norwalk and Newton going head-to-head on KNIA 3. Our score, 1 minute and 35 seconds remaining in the first quarter. It's Pella 8, Waterloo East 4. Trojans have the ball. Left side of the floor, this is Ruthie Halton. Now they go up to the top of the key, and Jada Latiker. So I think they've gone 8 of their 9 deep. There's a knockaway by Gordon, and it stays with Waterloo East, left side of the floor.
Yeah, East is doing a nice job getting girls into the game, trying to stay fresh. So far, they've been effective. Eliza Van Zee in the game now. I think that's the third person they've thrown at Love here.
I mentioned earlier that East had 9 in uniform. There's actually 10 in uniform, but I was told that Shepherd would not play tonight. So really they're limited to 9 total bodies, and I believe they've used now all 9 of them. This is Stanford, and 3-second call. So we have seen 2 3-second calls and a carry early in this ball game. 8-4 Pella, 1 minute exactly remaining here in the first quarter. Blaine Forsyth, the last time he coached a tournament game was Pella's boys state championship victory over Ballard last March. This is his first game as a head coach on the girls' side. Got a missed shot on the Dutch and a foul going over the back on Eliza Van Zee. So, John, Pella has already picked up 5 fouls here in this first quarter.
Yeah, you hate to see that. That's I don't know if we have anybody in foul trouble.
One for 5 players.
That's still going to put East on the free throw line most of the second quarter here if we're not careful.
Trojans break the pressure, then travel. Jada Latiker got the pass at the free throw line and took 2 steps before she dribbled. And so far, that's been East's bugaboo. They've turned it over 7 times in this first quarter.
If I'm East, I don't know if Love scored yet, has she?
Love has not scored.
If I'm East, I'm putting Love on the block. And they keep putting her at the high post and just not getting much out of her. I don't know what they normally do with that, but.
Here's Vanderwall, dribble handoff to Childerston.
I'm not going to go tell them to do that.
Now they'll have to listen in for that expert advice. Here's Warner, pass out to Vanderwall, tipped. Anna back to Mia, kick out to Childerston. Down to 15 seconds in the quarter. Warner, scoop shot with the left hand. Very difficult shot, no good. Got her own rebound, also no good. Gets another offensive rebound. Vanderwall for 3, no good. Rebound finally controlled by Love. 1 second to go. Long heave goes well over the backboard, no good. And at the end of the first quarter, it's Pella 8, East 4. You're listening to Pella High postseason basketball. Live inside the Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth on 92.1 KRLS.
At Kinetic Edge Physical Therapy, we are committed to keeping athletes in the game. Whether that means working through a new injury or addressing a lingering pain or movement problem, we are here to help. We can also recommend exercises and activities to enhance performance and reduce the risk of injuries occurring. Many area athletes choose Kinetic Edge. Contact us today at kineticedgept.com or at 621-0230.
It's volunteer season. Pella Corporation thanks those who volunteer to make our area a great place to live. It's clear that when you volunteer, you're helping others. On the job, the Pella team creates energy-efficient Pella windows and doors for homes and businesses throughout North America. And once the job is done, many Pella Corporation team members volunteer to make a difference in their communities. Let's hear a cheer for volunteers. For more information on exciting careers at Pella Windows and Doors, visit Pella.com/careers.
Welcome back live inside of our Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth. Let's take a quick check of the Marion County Bank radio scoreboard. Our score at the end of the first quarter is Pella 8, Waterloo East 4. Carlisle leads Knoxville 11-9 at the end of the first quarter, and Norwalk over Newton 9-6 at the end of the first quarter on the Marion County Bank radio scoreboard. Marion County's financial leader is Marion County Bank. With offices in Pella, Knoxville, and Melcher Dallas, they're serving you and building community across the county. Missed three-pointer by Pella, got an offensive rebound, and then a turnover, and then a run-out and a layup for Waterloo East as Horton makes it 8-6 Dutch.
Well, that's unfortunate there. We got a nice offensive board to get another possession, then immediately threw the ball away. But great fight on, nice pass there by Mia.
Reagan Van Wyk on a dime from Mia Warner. Just slipped a bounce pass through two defenders, and Van Wyk lays it in.
Great cut by Reagan for one, but nice recognition by Mia to get that pass off.
And now a block shot by Childerston on Stanford's attempt. And the rebound by Mia Warner is her fourth. And a travel on Reagan Van Wyk as she caught the pass in the front court, a little bit off balance, and then her trail foot came up off the ground, and a turnover by the Dutch.
Well, I'd say this game's about how Waterloo East would like to see it start. Got Pella in a little bit of foul trouble. It's a 4-point game.
Move inside.
And they did get Love in the post there. It's going to be a tough matchup if they can get the ball to her in there. So if they start doing that.
Childerston blocked her down low, and then the ball went out of bounds to Waterloo East.
Yep.
It's 10-6 Pella with 6:50 remaining here in the first quarter. East has it with Love, guarded by Warner. Kick out to Horton for three. Got it. Horton has scored all 5 in this quarter for East, has 6 in the game, and Waterloo East pulls within 10-9. Now a drive by Kennedy Van Vark and a carry. Not saying that they are not carries. I would argue, John, that that's the most inconsistently called play in all of basketball. You'll go weeks without seeing a carry called, and then one official or one officiating crew calls it a little bit differently, and that's just tough to react to.
Yep, I say that all the time watching different games. There's just, you got officials that focus on certain things, and I think that's going to be one of them in this one.
Here's a three ball by Love, maybe foot on the line, long two, either way, shot no good. Rebounded by Maya Norman for Waterloo East. And now in the left corner, it's controlled by Jefferson Putnam. She fires a three that's no good, and we've got a whistle and a foul underneath. Not on the shot. Mia Warner fighting for rebounding position for Pella, and Mia has picked up her second foul of the game. And the Dutch are in some serious foul trouble. 6 team fouls and 2 on Mia Warner, who's their best line of defense against Brooklyn Love.
Yeah, that's not good. That's not good for Mia there.
And now an inbounds pass to Love right in front of the basket. Easy money. She averages over 14 a game. That's her first 2.
Yeah, I've done a nice job on her so far. Don't want to see her get going, but nice bucket. They've actually got the lead now.
First time tonight that Waterloo East has the lead at 11-10. Anna Vanderwall gets it inside to Talkie. Reach around, left hand scoop shot, layup is good. Kylie Talkie gets it to go, and the Dutch reclaim the lead.
Oh, nice shot in the crowded paint. Down in the crowded paint there. Great job getting that one off.
I could tell in her eyes when she wanted to shoot that, and I thought there was no shot. There's a steal by Childerston on a nice read, helping out on the post. And now Waterloo East, and Horton knocks out a post pass intended for Talkie. 12-11, Dutch by 1.
And now they are looking to post up Love, and hopefully they can catch some of that radio we talked about a bit ago. But that was great backside help defense by, I think it was Anna
Childerston got the steal, yep.
Yeah.
Here's Gordon on the inbounds pass. Wanted to kind of get it back for a three-pointer. They get it to Warner on the post. Reagan Van Wyk on the baseline. Easy money, and Pella stretches its lead to 14-11.
Well, some great ball movement there, and I think that's how we're gonna beat this team. Is good ball movement, getting to the basket. Great look.
Now a drive and a great pass by East. Shot no good, and Mia Warner's got her 5th rebound. Vanderwall ahead to Kennedy Van Vark, to Mia Warner in the paint. Drives, dishes, Gordon flips it in for 2. Great ball movement by Pella here the last couple of minutes. They've scored 6 in a row and have a 16-11 lead.
Yeah, and they've really had good ball movement most of the game. They just weren't hitting shots early in the game, so getting open looks.
And now a steal by Kennedy Van Vark. That's the 9th turnover on Waterloo East. Then the Dutch give it right back, and a layup on the other end for Stanford. And Pella's little 6-0 mini run is over, and we have a Vision for Less timeout on the floor. With the score, Pella 16, Waterloo East 13. We'll be back inside of our Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth on 92.1 KRLS.
It's nice to know that the products we grow are meant for this area, not for the whole nation. That's something that a lot of seed companies can't do. Champion selects hybrids that work countywide, statewide. We have a couple products in the corn lineup that they tell us don't sell. They're meant for the dry land. They're not meant for this area. But most of them want standability. They want a product that's going to stand until December when the snow flies. We're a price competitive and product competitive company.
Learn more at plantchampion.com.
Pella 16, Waterloo East 13. We're in the middle of a Vision for Less timeout called by the Trojans as we welcome you back inside the Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth on 92.1 KRLS. Delivery.com is the restaurant delivery service in Pella with great local restaurants like George's, Liberty Street Kitchen, Dutch Fix, Canarito, Yamato, and more. And you can have fresh food delivered right to your home or business for lunch or dinner, just like Joel Gritters recently did. He's tonight's fan of the game and has won a $10 gift certificate towards his next order. Try Delivery.com this week and then listen to our next broadcast to see if you're our fan of the game, presented by Delivery.com. Pressure by Waterloo East out of the inbounds. Anna Childerston thought she was bumped as the ball got knocked away out of bounds. No foul called. Childerston turns it over as the turnovers mount for the Dutch. That is 5 turnovers in the first 3.5 minutes of this second quarter. But then Kennedy Van Vark picks the pocket of Stanford as she's racing the other way. Stanford swats it out of bounds and will stay with the Dutch right side of the floor. Pella 16, East 13.
Yeah, Kennedy was a little frustrated there. I think she thought she got fouled, but can't get into that game. You just got to move on to the next play, keep it going, and keep your head up.
3 ball out of the inbounds from Childerston, no good. Long rebound comes out to about 28 feet and is picked up by Mia Warner and saved for the Dutch. Reagan Van Wyk to Anna Vanderwall. Out of the post for Mia. Double team and a pass out to Van Vark. Extra pass for Childerston, and then she just gets dumped by Stanford, and a foul is called, the second of the game on Waterloo East.
Yeah, I think that one was a foul. You know, you mentioned ball movement earlier. I like the way Pella girls are moving the ball. You know, Mia is recognizing that she's got a tough job scoring over Love down there, but she's getting in the ball in the post and finding somebody either cut into the basket or somebody open on the perimeter. So nice job there.
16-13, Pella leads by 3. Vanderwall for Pella, top of the key for Childerston. 2 defenders pop out. Childerston drives and kicks to Van Wyk. Now Van Vark, Van Zee on the block, picks up her dribble, fires it out to Childerston. Down the left side of the lane, nice slip pass to Eliza, but Love recovers defensively and knocks her pass out of bounds. So the Dutch will keep it with Reagan Van Wyk in front of the Pella cheering section, right side of the floor, up by 3.
Yeah, don't be scared of Love, though. You get the ball down there in the post. Sometimes just take it strong to the basket. Hopefully you draw a foul and get to the free throw line. That one I hoping wasn't kicked out.
Van Vark to Van Wyk. Now Van Zee. Eliza picks up her dribble. Little bounce pass to Kennedy. Slip pass to Vanderwall. Ball loose on the floor. I like the idea there out of Kennedy Van Vark, but that was a really tough ball to try to slide through a very thin opening. It ends up lying on the floor. 6 girls are laying on it. We get an arrow, and the possession is to Waterloo East on a Pella turnover. 16-13 Dutch lead as we give you an Ulrich Ford Lincoln game reset. 3 minutes and 28 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Waterloo East will already be shooting bonus free throws. 6 Pella fouls, just 2 on the Trojans. And the possession arrow after that last held ball gave it to Waterloo East is currently with Pella. And a 16-13 Dutch lead. Here's Holton for the tie, no good. Rebounded by Reagan Van Wyk. And that is an Ulrich Ford Lincoln game reset. Reagan racing up the floor. Couples getting over defensively. Got a hand on the ball and the body of Reagan Van Wyk. And for Brooklyn Love, that is her second foul, John, and Reagan Van Wyk will shoot Pella's first free throws of the game.
Yeah, and that's what I was talking about, Eliza, little the last possession. She got a nice pass in there. Great position in the post, then kicked it out. You just want to take those strong to the basket, get their best player in foul trouble if we can.
Van Wyk misses the first free throw long. Couple of substitutions in and out for both teams. And a second free throw coming from the Dutch senior. Second free throw, she overcompensated after missing the first one long, misses the second one short, and Stanford rebounds for East.
Yeah, I don't see that often. Normally a pretty solid free throw shooter in Reagan Van Wyk.
Love has it at the top of the key, drives in the lane, puts up a left-hand floater from 10 feet, and it goes. Pella's lead trimmed to 1, 16-15. Abby Warner wasn't looking for a pass as she crossed half court. Just at the last second, looked up, ball's right there. She receives it, now passes it off to Eliza Van Zee. Warner gets it back, left-hand dribble to the free throw line, stops, looks for a bounce pass, there's nothing there, gets it back out to Tristan Gordon. She looks underneath, nobody's open, drives to the elbow, great pass, Kennedy Van Vark, gets it to Van Zee, dribbles through the defenders, and Eliza Van Zee lays it in for 2.
Yeah, it just seems like if we're patient, we keep moving the ball and keep getting good cuts to the basket, they're having a hard time stopping us with that.
And now a whistle and a double dribble on the other end for Waterloo East. It's Pella 18, East 15, in case you missed it, presented by the veterinarians at Tri-County Veterinary Clinic in Pella. The Dutch had an 8-4 lead at the end of the first quarter. Scoring's picked up a little bit here in quarter number 2. East outscoring the Dutch 11-10, cutting Pella's lead to 3. And we have 2 minutes exactly remaining here in the second quarter, in case you missed it, presented by Tri-County Veterinary Clinic.
They're the veterinarians.
Gordon has it with a right-hand dribble, passes it to the right side. Kennedy Van Vark for 3. Boom! Nothing but net for Kennedy Van Vark, and the Dutch have their largest lead of the game at 21-15.
Nice confident stroke there by Kennedy.
And then a pass in the front court, stolen away by Van Vark after a tip. Up ahead, Van Wyk for 3, just a little bit too strong, and Gordon tried for the offensive rebound, but she was standing out of bounds. It goes over to East, down by 6 with 1:28 to go, first half.
Well, like you said, we got those 5 or 6 fouls early. So far, we've been able to avoid the bonus situation. We haven't got that 7th one yet and haven't put them on the free throw line.
Pella 21, Waterloo East 15.
Steal.
There's a steal by Gordon, and then she's immediately wrapped up by Jefferson Putnam, committing the foul. Probably a wise foul by Jefferson Putnam, or that would have been an easy layup, or at least an opportunity for a layup for Gordon.
I think so, yeah, nice steal. She had an easy path to the basket if she didn't get grabbed there.
In fact, the NBA, they would have called that a
continuation.
Oh boy, I'm drawing a blank on the name. Clear path foul or whatever they call it. Somebody help me out here in listener land. Missed shot, no good. Long rebound all the way out to half court is picked up by Stanford for Waterloo East. She's still dribbling it and finally gets a little bit of traction. Her pass is tipped into the backcourt by Mia Warner and picked up there by Caesar. Hesitation dribble, drives around a defender, Euro step move, and a foul on the floor on Pella is called on Anna Childerston. And heading to the line for Waterloo East is Jemiah Caesar for 2 shots.
Yeah, nice take to the basket there by Caesar. Showed good ball control.
Here we go, John. Stravers Cellular Instant Radio update at the end of the first half. Norwalk 30, Newton 6. A 21-0 second quarter for Newton, or for a Norwalk rather, is all but about to end Newton's season.
Yeah.
First free throw is no good by Caesar. Free throw shooting has been at a premium here tonight. The two teams combined are 1 of 5, and now 2 of 6 as Caesar knocks that one down.
Well, nice job by Waterloo East there. Came in saying a little bit ago they're not the best free throw shooting team, in the 50s, I think, percentage-wise. So they've hit 3 or 4 this half.
Here's a drive and a kick. Warner to Childerston. Boom! From the right wing, Anna Childerston. And Pella has scored 16 in the quarter. They've got a 24-16 lead. 30 seconds to go. Waterloo East has the ball. The arrow is with Pella at the moment to start the second half, and there's a steal by Kennedy Van Vark, and then her pass to Childerston draws a foul on Latiker. 5th foul on Waterloo East, so the Dutch will have the ball with 22 seconds remaining here in the first half, leading 24-16.
Yeah, let's get a good shot here. Go up by double digits going to halftime. Wasn't feeling that a little bit ago. It was a 1-point game, I think, 16-15, I believe. So good run since then.
8-1 run for Pella. Here's a drive by Mia Warner. Gets down the right side of the lane. Shot no good. Warner tipped the rebound. It's controlled by Horton. And with 6 seconds remaining, Pella trying some pressure in the backcourt. And Blaine Forsythe, he points towards the temple. I think what he's saying there, John, is you have to understand the situation. That's one where the risk is not worth the reward. Foul on Pella. Free throws coming with the clock stopped with just 5.8 seconds remaining.
Yeah, it was going to be very difficult there for Waterloo East to score with only 6 seconds to go and the full length of the court to go, so not a good foul.
And it's Horton to the free throw line where she is 1 of 2 tonight. She's scored 6 points to lead the Trojans in scoring. This is just a 1-and-1 opportunity, and the first free throw is good and earns her a second. We've got our Central Tire and Auto Radio halftime show coming up. We'll go inside the numbers delivered by Pella Fiber and take a look at our second half adjustments presented by DeYoung Door Service. Pella leads 24-17. Second free throw coming for Elisha Horton. And it's on the way and good. And that makes it a 6-point game. Inbounds to Vanderwall. 4 seconds to go. Crosses the half-court line. Crossover dribble. Down the left side of the lane. Puts it up with the left hand. No good, but draws a foul at the buzzer.
Oh, did they call it?
Are they calling a shooting foul or not? The official, I thought, pointed at the floor, and now he says 2 shots. The foul is called on Saffold, which is her first foul. And with the clock stopped and reading triple zeros, Anna Vanderwall is at the free throw line for 2 shots for Pella. The first one is good.
Well, she earned that one. Just a nice aggressive pick to the basket as time was expiring.
Kind of a razor's edge of how much time she had left. Misses the second free throw, and that's the end of the first half with the score: Pella 25, Waterloo East 18. We'll be back for the second half of for the Central Tire and Auto Radio halftime show to get you set for the second half of action here on KRLS.
Online ordering is now available at Culver's and Pella. Simply go to culvers.com, select curbside or carryout, and let us know if you'd like us to start making your order fresh right now or schedule the time that you want it ready. Our entire menu is available, including Marion County's best burger, chicken sandwiches and tenders, seafood dinners, fresh salads and hearty soups, kids meals, snack-worthy sides, and our famous frozen custard. Just go to culvers.com and place your online order for your next meal at Culver's and Pella, where we're locally owned and involved in your community.
This is Austin from Pella Car Care.
The definition of sportsmanship is the quality of showing fairness.
Respect and generosity towards the opposing team and officials.
The things you say and do are a direct reflection of your school and community.
Please stay positive and enjoy the game.
And enjoy the game. Enjoy the game.
The score of any game is generally forgotten over time,
but the actions of players, coaches, and fans are remembered.
Sportsmanship is an attitude that can have a positive influence on everyone around you.
In the stands and on the court.
How do you want to be remembered? Support your team positively and enjoy the game.
And enjoy the game.
And enjoy the game.
To combine a strong work ethic and an attitude to achieve their goals this season. Precision, Pulley, and Eidler, we keep it moving.
Pella Engraving and Sign Company has a reputation of quality and excellence for providing indoor and outdoor signs in a variety of materials, including metal, plastic, and acrylic. We also produce banners for businesses and events, as well as car wraps to stand out and bring your promotional needs to life. We will work with any budget by offering a variety of price points and material options to bring you the best value. And Pella Engraving and Sign prides ourselves on meeting exacting standards and quick turnaround times. Learn more at PellaEngraving.com.
At Ulrich Ford and Lincoln, area residents have trusted us since 1935, and they trust us today as we continue taking care of you. A big part of that trust is because we're here after the sale with local service, and that's especially important in today's technology age. There can be a big learning curve when you buy a new vehicle, and we're here for you to stop by anytime with any question, no matter how big or small. So for your next vehicle purchase, find out for yourself why so many area residents trust Ulrich Ford and Lincoln in Pella, where we're taking care of you.
Are you a saver or a spender? Either way, we've got you covered at Community First Credit Union with 2 great reward checking options. Say goodbye to points and hello to cash. Our checking accounts are about money in your pocket, not points you'll never use. Simply meet monthly qualifications to get your rewards and unlimited nationwide ATM fee refunds. And no matter what happens, there is no monthly fee or minimum balance requirements. See for yourself what See First can do for you. Rules and qualifications apply. Federally insured by the NCUA.
Welcome inside of our Central Tire and Auto Radio halftime show on 92.1 KRLS. The score, the Pella High girls lead Waterloo East 25-18 at the half in the opening round of the Class 4A Regional Girls Basketball Tournament. For tires, front end work, there no appointment oil change and full mechanical work on your vehicle. Stop and see Sean DeWard and his crew next to Walmart in Pella. And now let's take a look inside the numbers delivered by Pella Fiber. First for the Dutch, a very balanced approach. Threes, 8 Pella players have scored those 25 points. 2 for Tristan Gordon, 4 for Regan Van Wyk, 6 for Anna Childerson, 2 for Kylie Talkie, 3 for Kennedy Van Bark, 2 for Mia Warner, 4 for Anna Vanderwall, and 2 for Eliza Van Zee. On the Waterloo East side of things, Horton with 8, Love with 4, Jefferson Putnam with 3, Stanford with 2, and Caesar with 1. A slight rebounding edge for East, 14-13 over the Dutch, but the turnover battle is in favor of Pella. 9 turnovers on Pella. They have forced 14 Waterloo East turnovers. Inside the numbers has been delivered by Pella Fiber. They've placed over 35 miles of fiber and connected more than 1,000 families in Pella with gigabit internet speeds. But it's neighbors, not numbers, that are important. Join today at PellaFiber.com. Before we head to break, let's take a look at our Marion County Bank radio scoreboard. All scores tonight are at the half. Our score, Pella 25, Waterloo East 18. Carlisle leads Knoxville 22-16. And Norwalk all over Newton 30-6 on the Marion County Bank radio scoreboard. We'll be back with our second half adjustments presented by DeYoung Door Service inside of our Central Tire and Auto radio halftime show on KRLS.
Hi, this is Mike at Langstrad Auto Body. It's deer season again, and I know from experience that whether you're in your car or in the timber, there's one out there with your name on it. They always say if a deer jumps out in front of you, aim right at it. The good and bad of that is that some of you will be visiting your local meat locker, and the rest will be visiting us at Langstrad Auto Body. Whether it's a deer or some unfortunate accident, you know that Langstrad Auto Body is there for you with a lifetime written warranty and satisfaction 100% guaranteed. Langstrad Auto Body, where you don't have to look for a quality repair.
When the moment arises and it's time for a new roof, think Randall Roofing. This is Randy Jarzambek, owner of Randall Roofing, and we are the dependable and reliable leader for your home or business shingle roofing needs in Pella and the surrounding areas. Randall Roofing is proud to sponsor the Raise the Roof moment of the game and support our local teams. When it's time for a new roof, think Randall Roofing. Find us on Facebook or visit randallroofs.com. Thinking new roof? Think Randall Roofing.
If the bed bugs are biting, don't be frightened. Call Maniga Pest Control.
Do you have lingering unwanted guests from the holidays? Not your family, bed bugs. Bed bugs are hitchhikers, and if your holiday company unknowingly brought them into your house, they'd just now be starting to grow a colony. So if you've noticed these pests, call me. I'm Sean with Meninga Pest Control, and I want to kill your bugs.
Call 628-3198. Meninga Pest Control.
Remodeling can be a headache, especially when you're trying to work around your contractor's schedule. You don't have to worry about that with Mike Blom with Cabinet Design of Pella and Wood Harbor Cabinetry. Just ask Deb Shaw of Pella.
Mike was always very accommodating to our schedule. Anytime that we set up a time to meet, he always wanted to make sure it worked for us. Most of our meetings were in the evening, and it never bothered him to come out and be out here.
Hi, I'm Mike Blom, the Cabinet Guy. Cabinet Design of Pella, where we expand and enhance your ideas beyond your expectations.
We know you have choices when it comes to wireless plans for your home or business. At Strauber Cellular, we strive to be that local expert to provide all the service and expertise you need to make U.S. Cellular your choice for wireless service. Our knowledgeable staff can provide you with everything from smartphones and tablets to home internet and security options. Choose Strawber Cellular, your locally owned authorized agent for U.S. Cellular in downtown Pella.
If you are looking for some fantastic pork tenderloin, Wood Iron Grill has now joined the Tenderloin Trail 2.0. The Tenderloin Trail 2.0 passport is now available. Don't wait, get started today. You can get the passport by going to the website iowapork.org/tenderloin trail. Get the passport from participating restaurants or stop by the IPPA office to pick up the passport. Wood Iron Grill in Oskaloosa, home to one of the stops on the Tenderloin Trail 2.0.
Inspiration can come from anywhere. At Pella Regional Health Center, we are inspired every single day. We are inspired by our team members, our work, and most importantly, you. Let us be the inspiration you need to live your best life of health and well-being. Choose Pella Regional Health Center and experience inspired care for yourself. Visit us at pellahealth.org.
Did you know that when you use your Marion County Bank debit card, your purchases can benefit local schools? That's right, you can help the bank make a financial contribution to the local school of your choice. With your checking account and debit card from Marion County Bank, each time you use your card, those transactions add up during the year and we make donations to area schools. It's easy to enroll online, select your school, and there's no cost to you. Marion County Bank's Report Card Program, a great way to make a difference in our schools together. Marion County Bank, serving you, building community. Member FDIC.
Welcome back inside of our Central Tire and Auto Radio halftime show. The Pella girls lead Waterloo East by a score of 25-18. And it's time now to take a look at our second half adjustments presented by DeYoung Door Service. John, I thought a pretty clean, well-executed game plan out of the Dutch in the first 16 minutes. Is there anything that you saw that you'd like to see the Dutch improve here in the second half?
No, honestly, I think just keep doing what they're doing. I think the whole game they've had really good ball movement. Yep. I think Pella girls have, and early on we were just missing some shots, and those same shots started to fall as the second quarter came on. But I noticed we're doing some nice post entry, especially to Mia down there, and we're getting some good cuts to the basket and then some good kick outs from her. So I think some more of that. A little 4 out maybe, and just try to get the ball inside and keep cutting to the basket like that, and just keep the ball moving, and I think we'll be in good shape.
One key for Pella, they had 5 turnovers in the first 3.5 minutes of the second quarter as Waterloo East trimmed the lead to 1. After that point, just 1 turnover for Pella in the final 4.5 minutes, and they grow their lead to 7. Sometimes It's just that easy, right? Take care of the basketball. It's the only way you can score.
Right. Yep. Exactly. And that's kind of where they struggled a little bit. They can get in some ruts turning the ball over like that. If they can avoid the turnover bug, they can make some noise in the postseason here.
Tonight's second half adjustments have been presented by DeYoung Door Service. One of the quickest ways to adjust the look of your home is with the new garage door from the Gurus.
We're the gurus of garage doors. DeYoung Door Service in Pella.
That puts a wrap on our Central Tire and Auto Radio halftime show. For tires, front end work, there are no appointment oil change and full mechanical work on your vehicle. Stop and see Sean DeWard and his crew next to Walmart in Pella. Our score is Pella 25, Waterloo East 18, and the Dutch start the third quarter with the ball, and it's Mia Warner. Gets underneath the basket, tried a ridiculous angle high off the glass, and it get halfway down and then popped out no good, rebounded by Brooklyn Love.
That was a great job by Mia to get that ball up, and hard to believe it came out of there.
And then an up and under move with the right hand by Horton for Waterloo East, and so one kind of 50-50 ball goes out for Pella, and then the other goes in for East, and it's 25-20, Dutch by 5.
Yeah, and Pella really needs to have a good first 4 minutes of this third quarter, set the tone, see if we can't get this thing in double digits.
Here's Mia Warner posting up on Love, playing with 2 fouls, tried to wrap a pass around, got caught in no man's land, and turns it over. Mia went underneath the basket again, but that time there was nowhere to go with it, and she lobbed a pass that was stolen away. Deep 3 on the way by East, and it is banked in! Kiki Jefferson Putnam for 3, and a lightning-fast vision for less timeout by Dutch coach Blaine Forsyth. Improving lives by helping people see better. If poor visibility is causing you to miss things, take a timeout and visit Vision for Less in Pella and get back in the game. It's a funny game, as you well know sometimes, John. Mia Warner's shot goes in down here, and Pella's up by 9, but it didn't. The next thing you know, East is banking in a 3-pointer, and we've got a 2-point game.
It's a 2-point game, yeah. And that's really not the first first 4-minute start I was talking about just a minute ago. So I think the longer Waterloo hangs in this thing and keeps its 2-point game right now and keeps it close, the more confident they get, the tougher it gets for Pella.
Do want to thank the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union with permission. Their broadcast tonight being available on YouTube. So for those of you watching on the YouTube channel, you can thank the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. And this is a KNIA KRLS radio production. Glad to be with you. Trevor Castle, John Holterhouse, live on 92.1 KRLS, KNIA, KRLS.com, and YouTube. Here's Kennedy Van Vark with a left-hand dribble. Bounce pass, extra pass. Vanderwall, Warner, another shot that doesn't fall, and it's rebounded by Love. Warner just can't get the lid off the bucket here in the third quarter.
Yeah, again, great ball movement. That's the drive to the basket we talked about and finding somebody cutting, but just can't get the shot to fall.
And now, John, East could tie or take the lead on this possession. Pella had a chance to get it up to 9 right out of the gates, and now a drive and a foul called on Pella as Jefferson Putnam worked around a defender who'd they call for the foul.
Reagan, I believe.
Van Wyk, and that is her third.
Yep, she's going to head out. I was going to say, don't get frustrated there, but I can see where she is getting her third foul. She wants to be in the game. She's a senior, doesn't want to be off the floor for sure.
East basketball down by 2. Season on the line for both teams tonight. The postseason trail is underway. And as we well know, it is one and done. There's no double elimination. There's no consolation brackets. When you lose, your season is over.
Yeah, these games just have a different feel, especially for the seniors. You know, it's what they call there.
Wow, so East had the ball knocked out of bounds to stay with Pella, and as they were inbounding the ball, an offensive foul is called on Brooklyn Love. Their leading scorer and rebounder has picked up her third foul of the game.
Yeah, I didn't see that, but didn't have my eye on Love either to see what she did.
Pella breaks some Waterloo East pressure to get it into the front court. Dutch looking for their first points. Vanderwall a drive, gets it down to Warner, draws the foul on Love. It's her fourth foul and an and one opportunity. A huge basket for Mia Warner. And the Pella crowd comes to its feet with a raise the roof moment of the game. Brought to you by Randall Roofing. John, that foul is monstrous for a number of reasons.
Well, that was a bad sequence of events for Waterloo East there in Love. She got the offensive foul on the other end, and 10 seconds later gets the foul on the defensive end. And Mia, a very aggressive take to the basket.
A big 3 points for Pella to give them a 28-23 lead, but it sends Love to the bench with 4 fouls with still 14 minutes to go in this game. That 3-point play by Mia Warner, tonight's Raise the Roof moment of the game, brought to you by Randall Roofing. When the moment arises and it's time for a new roof, think Randall Roofing. Here's a drive and a foul. Mia Warner stepped in front of a hard-charging Danae Saffold, and a foul is whistled on Warner on the shot, and that is her third foul, and Saffold going to the line for 2. Mia arguing that she was straight up, but Saffold gets 2 free throws. And now Waterloo East has got to make the charge without their best player on the floor. Yeah, Saffold makes the first free throw.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see how they handle that and see how Pella attacks it without Love in the post. She's caused a lot of problems defensively down in the paint the whole game, so let's see how Pella attacks it.
Pella 28, Waterloo East 25 as Saffold scores her first 2 points of the game from the free throw line. Inbounds to Warner, full court pressure out of Waterloo East, some traps coming. Pella with Talkie, gets it ahead to Warner. Pass to Vanderwall, who wasn't looking, turns around just in time to save it from going out of bounds, but it's picked up by Waterloo East on a Pella turnover. And then they race into the front court, controlled by Stanford. Pass back out to Jefferson Putnam. Drive and a teardrop that's halfway down, and that pops out, and it's rebounded by Haley Van Vark for Pella. The Dutch pushing with Talkie. Drives left baseline, passes it back out to Warner. On the floor with 3 fouls, gets it to Vanderwall. Driving down the right side of the lane, her shot no good. Rebounded by the Trojans.
Gosh, I feel like Pella, Lady Dutch have had so many of those shots. Great.
There's a whistle and a vision for less timeout called by Waterloo East. It's a 30-second timeout. It is 28-25, Pella leading by 3. That gives us an opportunity to give you an Ulrich Ford and Lincoln game reset. About 4.5 minutes to go here in quarter number 3. The Dutch have a 3-point lead. The big developments of this quarter have been Brooklyn Love, their 14.9 rebound per game performer, picking up her 3rd and 4th fouls, and Pella having both Reagan Van Wyk and Mia Warner picking up their 3rd personal fouls. Each team with 2 fouls. Possession arrow is with Waterloo East, and the Dutch have a 28-25 lead with 4:51 to go, 3rd quarter, on an Ulrich Ford & Lincoln game reset.
Yeah, that was a big turn of events there where Love got that offensive foul. They had the ball. I think they had a chance to tie it at the time. Then go down the other end. A nice play. Good pass to Mia. She goes strong and draws another foul on Love.
Here's a drive and a kick. Game-tying 3 on the way, no good. Rebound, though, saved by East and bounced off of Van Vark of Pella, and it'll stay with the Trojans. Waterloo East moving from left to right in black and orange. The Dutch from right to left in white and green. Inbounds pass, controlled and kicked out onto the right wing. Circle dribble by Horton, nearly stolen away, taken back by the Trojans. 3 ball on the way, rims out, no good, but a rebound is tipped and controlled by East. Shot no good, and then the rebound out of bounds off Pella, and stay with Waterloo East. I thought that one might have been tipped out by Stanford, but they say it was last touched by Haley Van Vark, and so the Trojans have the ball down 3. They've had 2 3-point opportunities to tie this game. Now a drive and a loose ball, and it's picked up by Anna Vanderwall. East with their 15th turnover of the game, the first of the quarter. And Pella gets it into the front court with Talkie, posting up Van Vark. Wraparound pass out to Kennedy Van Vark, and now back out to Talkie.
You can feel a little bit of sense of urgency by both these teams right now, can't you?
Drive by Talkie, and a foul called as she attacked the left side of the rim. Stanford picks up her 2nd foul, and Kylie Talkie going to the line for 2 shots.
28-25 game, 4 minutes left to go in the 3rd quarter. Every possession is big. Every possession important.
As we give you a Stravers Cellular instant radio update at the end of the 3rd quarter, running clock is on. Norwalk 52, Newton 14.
I can't believe that game was 9-6 after the 1st quarter.
Right.
And
since then, 43-8.
Right. Whew. Norwalk has had that tendency to start slow. They've had a couple games like that where they've started slow and really opened it up.
They've certainly kicked it into gear the last 16 minutes of that game. First free throw by Talkie was good. 1 more coming. Trevor Castle, John Holterhouse with you live inside the Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth here on 92.1 KRLS. The score is 29-25 Dutch, and the 2 of the officials are over at the scores table, which gives us an opportunity to let you know that you're listening to Pella High Basketball, powered by Bank Iowa on 92.1 FM, KRLS Knoxville Pella, and KRLS HD1 Knoxville Pella. Bank Iowa supports Pella High and Pella Christian Athletics by donating $10 to the Booster Club for every 3-pointer during every dunk and every 3-pointer during every home game this season. Go Dutch from Bank Iowa.
Let's make it happen.
Speaking of Pella Christian, about this time tomorrow night, we'll be tipping off Pella Christian's boys postseason road. They'll take on Central Decatur. Game 2 of a doubleheader over on Eagle Lane. Game 1 at 6 o'clock between Albia and Eddyville Blakesburg Fremont. We'll have the Eagles and the Central Decatur Cardinals about 8 o'clock for the tip, 7:30 for pregame coverage live on Eagle Lane on 92.1 KRLS. And I have a feeling something wonky is about to happen here because the Pella girls are being asked to exit out of the free throw lane, as are all of the Waterloo East players, and Kylie Talkie stays in. They have not made any kind of official announcement to let us know what's happening here. Talkie made the first free throw. All indications must be there was some kind of a technical foul or something on East as Talkie makes the 2nd free throw.
Yeah, I'm not sure what would have led to that.
There was a technical foul assessed. I didn't quite pick up over the crowd mic who that was on, whether it was a player or on the bench on East. But Anna Vanderwall now steps to the line, and this has a chance, John, to be kind of a back-breaking situation for Waterloo East. A moment ago, they trailed 28-25. They had 2 3-pointers to try to tie the game. Then we go to the other end. Talkie makes 2 free throws. Vanderwall's going for 2 free throws, and the Dutch will get the ball. And they're talking to the Waterloo East head coach. That's William Muhammad, who's being
We've had 2 girls leave the bench.
Yeah,
now.
Maya Norman has left. Number 3 went to the locker room. No, now she's coming back to get. Uh-oh. This is going to be trouble here, John. Because now there's a number 23. So that's Aaliyah Weekly.
I wonder if they didn't have a, if you don't get your roster right, your numbers right, and check that in correctly, you can get a technical for that. And I wonder if they didn't have something like that happen.
We saw that in the Pella Christian game against Pella here, where Pella Christian reported a wrong jersey number on their starting lineup. So there was 2 technical free throws for Pella before the game even started.
Yeah.
Anna Vanderwall makes both free throws here. So number 23 is a sophomore, Aaliyah Weekly.
Yeah, so I think that's what happened. We had a couple girls leave the floor, come out with a jersey change. But so we've made 4 free throws here and the ball, so a chance for a 6-point swing.
32-25 Dutch, and now Talkie is bumped by Caesar. And this is one of those situations where things could start unraveling if you're Waterloo East. They're looking for something positive to happen here, trailing 32-25. And this could be an early contender for our McCall Monument key play of the game. Really big sequence here for the Dutch. 32-25 advantage. Vanderwall has it at the top of the key. Drives down the right side of the lane, gets bumped, flips up a shot that's no good, but she's fouled by Horton, and it may be 6 free throws between times that Waterloo East even touches the ball.
Yeah, really on one possession.
Yep.
That was a chance for a 7-point swing if she would have got that to drop, but
free throw coming for Vanderwall. Made 2 technical free throws a moment ago. Makes that one there. In case you missed it, you stepped away for a moment. Presented by Tri-County Veterinary Clinic in Pella. The Dutch had a 28-25 lead, dodged a couple of game-tying 3-pointers by Waterloo East, then got the ball and have made 6 free throws on 1 possession to go from 28-25 to 34-25. In case you missed it, presented by Tri-County Veterinary Clinic.
They're the veterinarian.
And then a steal by Eliza Van Zee, gets it to Kennedy Van Vark, bounce pass to Eliza, and she lays it in.
Yeah, you can tell without Love on the floor, they're a little bit out of sorts.
And then a foul on Reagan Van Wyk, picking up her 4th foul, riding Stanford up the near sideline.
And not that Love was doing a lot offensively, but defensively she was, and it almost felt like she was kind of held the team together when she's on the floor.
Pella has its largest lead of the game, the first time it's stretched to double digits, 36-25. 11-point Pella lead with 3:29 remaining here in the 3rd quarter.
East just isn't quite as comfortable right now, or as confident, I would say.
Here's Stanford driving through 3 Dutch defenders, fires it up off glass and banks it in. So that ends Pella's run, an 8-0 run. And then a throwaway.
Yeah, we got to avoid
couldn't
those.
hang on.
Got to avoid the unforced errors.
Dutch up by 9. And now a top-of-the-key jumper for Jefferson Putnam. Bounces around, no good. Eliza Van Zee gobbles up the Dutch rebound. Pella pushes it ahead to Kylie Talkie. Steps around a couple of defenders, goes off glass. Shot is no good, but Kylie Talkie is fouled. And going back to the line where she made 2 free throws just a moment ago. Pella will be in the single bonus the rest of the way after that foul on Kiki Jefferson Putnam.
Yeah, opposite of the first half where Pella Lady Dutch were in some foul trouble. We've got makes the first. Now we got Pella, Waterloo East was 7. Pella's only at 3, so big advantage there.
And John, as we take a look at tonight's creative idea drawn up by Brand Appeal, it just doesn't take a whole lot of brain power to get Brooklyn Love off the floor with 4 fouls, and Pella has really attacked the rim since she's gone out.
Yeah, they have. There hasn't been a lot of resistance to it either, but again, Pella's done a nice job with ball movement most of the game. They just have unfortunately missed a few opportunities, but they continue to do the same thing, and they're getting some open looks at the basket, and East doesn't have much to stop that right now.
Well, another development for Pella is on the second free throw by Talkie. It was no good. Mia Warner picked up her 4th foul of the game. So both Warner and Van Wyck, two of Pella's starters, have 4 fouls, and Love has 4 for Waterloo East. On the other end, here's a three-pointer that's well off the mark, off the top of the backboard, no good, and rebounded by Childerston for Pella. Tonight's creative idea drawn up by Brandapeel as a drive and a shot that's no good. Rebound by Kennedy Van Vark for the Dutch. 3-ball Childerston short. That's an air ball. Dutch trying to save it and and then it goes off the leg of Waterloo East. It's Pella ball. Great hustle into the Pella student section by Kennedy Van Vark.
Yeah, well, great save on the baseline, first of all, and the ball headed to the sideline out of bounds. Waterloo East could have grabbed it, didn't. And great hustle. Who was that, Kennedy?
Yeah, Kennedy, yep.
Great hustle by Kennedy and threw it off a Waterloo East player and went out of bounds.
Folks, for branding, print, web, video, or interactive, call Brandapeel. They are relentless for you. Pella 37, Waterloo East 27. 2 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Childerston, right corner 3, just front of the rim, no good, but rebounded by Talkie. And then her shot is partially blocked, but she's fouled, and Talkie is going back to the line for the 3rd time this quarter.
Yeah, continue to attack the basket, drawing fouls. I think that's supposed to be the 9th and 10th free throws here in probably about the last 3 minutes.
First free throw by Talkie is good. It rattles around and then drops home. Strawberry Cellular Instant Radio Update. End of the third quarter, Carlisle 40, Knoxville 24. So that loss would mean that Pella, or assuming Knoxville is to lose and assuming Pella is to hang on as the second free throw is no good, I believe Pella would be the last Marion County girls basketball team remaining. Ball knocked out of bounds by Abby Warner. Pleasantville has been eliminated. Twin Cedars and Melcher Dallas, I believe, both eliminated already, and then Knoxville, after Pella Christian was bounced last night from the 2A tournament. 38-27 Dutch.
PCM girls out.
They were eliminated Saturday as well, yep. High free throw line controlled by Norman. And now passes out, controlled by Caesar. Left-hand dribble around a defender by Saffold. And the whistles are really getting blown here in the third quarter. The fouls, 13th foul of this quarter combined. It's on Anna Childerston, her second. We still have 1 minute and 28 remaining in the third quarter. Pella leads 38-27. Push off, not called. Drive and a shot. Partially blocked, no good. Rebounded by Stanford, passes off and up high off the window. Caesar, her first field goal of the game, and it gets Waterloo East back within single digits, 38-29. Kennedy Van Vark racing coast to coast, and Kennedy Van Vark for 2 with tonight's drive to the basket, grown by champion seed dealer Jay Boat. On the other end, Waterloo East shot no good. Ball is loose on the floor, and we've got a foul called on East. And should send Pella to the other line for free throws. It was not a player possession foul, so it should be free throws for the Dutch. Foul is whistled on Saffold, her second, and it's Abby Warner going to the line.
Yeah, I think we'll give Kennedy the drive to the basket of the game there. That was nice recognition by her. Bringing the ball up the court, saw it laying there and just took it.
First free throw, front end of the 1-and-1 for Warner is no good. And rebounded by East, and then their pass tipped out of bounds. And so it'll stay with Waterloo East. You heard tonight's drive to the basket, grown by champion seed dealer Jay Boat, an independently owned and regionally focused seed company that strives to build and maintain the broadest portfolio of genetics and traits. Their champion seed, where they only champion the best. Block shot by Childerston, rebounded by Horton. Another chance for Waterloo East, and a drive and a shot by Horton. No good. Foul by Abby Warner, and East to the free throw line with Horton.
Well, I think Abby's annoying a few people out there. That's just her nature. Plays feisty. You know, she's going to bring the energy and aggressiveness all the time on defense.
Pella leads 40-29. This has been an action-packed third quarter, and 2 free throws here for Elisha Horton, and the first one is good. She's now 4 of 5 at the free throw line tonight, and it's a 10-point Pella lead.
Well, I think if you're Waterloo East, you have to bring Love in to start the fourth quarter, don't you?
You do.
I mean, she's got 4, but she's going to have to play with that.
And it's interesting, John, because you mentioned how their lack of fouls throughout the year, but that's really caught up to them this ball game, and their best player is in some foul trouble. Is going to have to find a way to manage that final 8 minutes. Horton makes both free throws, pulls Waterloo East back within 9, 40-31. Pella's got to get somebody to inbound this ball. Van Vark does to Vanderwall, but the 5-second count and 10-second count are on. Vanderwall to Van Vark. They break the press. Left-hand dribble. Van Vark all the way in again.
Second drive of the game.
Kennedy Van Vark, another take for 2. She's got 7. And another drive to the basket presented by champion seed dealer Jay Boat. Boy, John, she sees that opening, and she's able to attack with the left hand.
She does a nice job with that. Right-handed player, too.
Yes.
Those are 2 great drives, left-handed finish.
42-31 Pella, 23 seconds remaining third quarter. Waterloo East ball, Waterloo East arrow for the fourth quarter. A near over and back on that inbounds as Stanford was straddling the line. Horton for 3 from the top of the key, no good. But an offensive rebound controlled by Latiker for East. Here's a three-pointer, top of the key, bank shot, no good. Vanderwall sails in, tries to save the rebound, and does for Pella. And then we've got a whistle and a foul, and Tristan Gordon will go to the other line for a 1-and-1 opportunity on the 9th Waterloo East foul of the quarter, and it's called on Latiker.
Actually 10th, I think.
Wow, yes.
So, yeah, Pella will be in the double bonus the whole fourth quarter.
Pella leads 42-31, 4.3 seconds remaining.
They're splitting them up. You got to give that to Waterloo East. Other than Love, 4, looks like 4 on the board have 2 fouls and one has 1.
First free throw by Gordon is good.
Looks like Haley Van Vark on the free throw line.
Oh, thank you. They switched that off, yes. And the second one is no good, but an offensive rebound for Abby Warner, and then a pass that's stolen away, and that will take us to the end of the third quarter as Van Vark makes 1 of 2 free throws to give Pella a 43-31 lead live inside the Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth on KRLS.
Did you know that Pella has its very own decorated apparel company? Windmill Print and Stitch is locally owned and operated by the hardworking people of Marion and Mahaska counties. We're ready to serve local businesses, schools, churches, community groups, special events, and more. Whether you're looking for custom-made t-shirts for your family reunion or new polos or hats for your business, no job is too big or too small. Windmill Print and Stitch is a proud partner of BSN Sports, printing many of your local uniforms and fan gear right here in Pella.
The wipers in the car go swish, 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 swish. The wipers in the car go swish, swish, swish at Central Tire and Auto.
Winter brings slushy, sleety, icy weather that's even more annoying if your wipers can't keep your windshield clean. For tires, front-end work, their no-appointment oil change, full mechanical work on your vehicle, and the important little things like new wipers, stop and see Sean DeWard and his crew next to Walmart in Pella.
Welcome back inside the Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth. We're live on 92.1 KRLS. Trevor Castle, John Holterhouse with you, and the Dutch have a 43-31 lead. Waterloo East with the ball moving from left to right to start the fourth quarter. And here's a drive inside and a shot that's no good by Norman and rebounded by Anna Vanderwall for the Dutch. East enjoying a 26-23 rebounding edge, but Pella the lead 43-31 on the scoreboard. They try to go into the post for Warner. Kick it back out, Reagan Van Wyk. Both of those players playing with 4 fouls. Toilet bowl missed by Kennedy Van Vark for 3. Gets her own rebound, takes it with the left hand, shot no good, and Warner tips the rebound out of bounds.
Well, she figured she was getting those left-handed drives to the basket to fall, so that one was a little more challenged, but good effort.
John, 14 free throw attempts in that third quarter for Pella. That's usually reserved for the fourth quarter. Here's a steal by the Dutch. Van Vark, and she passes it off to Childerston. 15-foot right baseline jumper. Yes.
Well, we got a chance to get quite a few more, being in the double bonus the whole fourth quarter.
Pella's 11 of 18 at the line in the game. Here's Waterloo East with the ball down and a Love drive as she is into the game to start this fourth quarter. Just got wide open on the left side, drove it in and banked it in for 2. Just 6 points and 4 rebounds for Brooklyn Love, who averages 14 points and 9 rebounds per game. A missed shot by Mia Warner. Maybe got a little bit too cute with that reverse layup. Love was just letting her have it because of the 4 fouls. But the rebound goes out of bounds on the miss.
Yeah, Love almost got the little over the back foul there too. Lucky she didn't get that call, but yeah, Mia just needs to take a little power dribble, get herself on the other side of the basket and go straight up with it.
Strauber Cellular Instant Radio Update. It's a final score. Norwalk has eliminated Newton from the postseason, 56-19 Warriors. Here's Reagan Van Wyk, drives inside the free throw line. Mia Warner left open from 18 feet. Yes. Couple of mid-range jumpers, one from Childerston, one from Warner. And Pella stretches its lead to 47-33. And now a whistle and a foul is called on Anna Childerston, and free throws coming up for Horton. Tonight's game is being brought to you by BSN Sports and Windmill Print and Stitch in Pella. Windmill Print and Stitch is a locally owned decorated apparel company right here in Pella, and they're a proud partner of BSN Sports. If you need apparel for your team or business, call Phil Hemming with BSN Sports at 620-8337 or stop into the BSN Sports Windmill Print and Stitch office on Southeast 14th Street in Pella. That was just a 1-and-1 opportunity. Horton missed the free throw short. Anna Vanderwall the rebound for Pella, and then Anna, little hesitation dribble all the way on the other end. And again, John, it's the theme with the left.
Yeah, that was a nice take. And Pella's done a nice job in this second half getting to the basket. They're getting their, oops, a steal here.
It's Mia Warner all the way. Partially blocked shot. Nice chase back to block it. Rebound by Reagan Van Wyk, and then Anna Vanderwall with the travel.
I think she was a little too anxious to get to the basket that time, but yeah, just a great job by the Pella girls attacking the basket in this half. And yeah, we talked about that. Just good ball movement. Take it right to them. Looked like we had some of those opportunities in the first half and weren't getting the fall, but
way too many fouls, or turnovers and fouls for that matter, but way too many turnovers for both teams tonight. Waterloo East has 19, Pella with 14, and I know when we talked to Blaine Forsyth in the postgame show, he will not be happy about that. He will be happy that his team is up by 16 and likely on their way to a postseason victory, but you got to cut down on the mistakes, especially with a team like Grinnell looming. And John, we know what that black and orange team will do when you turn the ball over. They will certainly punish you.
Yes, they will, and they want to put points on the board, and they want to put points on the board fast. So
here's a moving screen called by Horton. So another Waterloo East turnover as Horton picks up her second foul. 49-33, Pella with the advantage with 5:32 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Oh, near over and back by Pella, and as Talkie almost went back of the over and back, she turned it over. Now a 3-ball, splash down. Jefferson Putnam with her third three-pointer of the game. She has all 9 points from behind the arc. Pella looking to break the pressure. They get it to Vanderwall into the front court. 49-36 Dutch. 5 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter. Childerston has it, posting up Van Vark, working against Love. Left-hand spin move, no good. Rebound by Stanford. She has a game-high 8 rebounds, the little point guard for Waterloo East. And then drives on the other end, misses the shot. Horton snatches the rebound away, misses the shot, and Vanderwall rebounds for Pella.
Yeah, you got to think Love's not going to be too aggressive down there defensively. If we get the ball in the post, go up strong.
Well, there's Talkie doing exactly that. She stepped in front of Love and banked it in from 8 feet out. Love couldn't even contest the shot. 51-36 Pella. Deep three on the way, no good. Waterloo East, rebound tipped, controlled by the Trojans, and Saffold is fouled. That was kind of a look what I found rebound as it bounced all the way back out to her near the free throw line. 51-36 in favor of the Dutch, in case you missed it. Presented by the veterinarians at Tri-County Veterinary Clinic in Pella. It was 8-4 Pella at the end of the first quarter. 25-18 Dutch at the half. 43-31 Pella at the end of the third quarter, and right now it's 51-37 Pella as the first free throw is good by Saffold. She has one more coming with 4:17 remaining. Fourth quarter, in case you missed it, presented by Tri-County Veterinary Clinic.
They're the veterinarians.
So Pella's just kind of kept stretching its lead from 4 to 7 to 12 to now 14. Second free throw by Saffold is good, and the Dutch will take back possession of the ball, leading 51-38. Kennedy Van Vark, pass it off to Mia Warner, right-hand dribble into the front court, stops at the top of the key, fires it to Kennedy, pass was tipped, Van Vark drives, left hand with some English, no good, rebound controlled by Stanford again. She's got 9, leading scorer is Horton with 12 for Waterloo East. And now East gets it into the front court, and with the trap called, we've got a vision for less timeout called by Waterloo East. 51-38 Pella, 3:55 remaining in the fourth quarter, live inside the Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth.
McCall Monument is the most trusted monument company in Iowa. This is Reed. We have been here helping families get their perfect memorial for over 150 years.
This is Wyatt. We are the monument experts. We don't plan funerals and we don't sell caskets. We are craftsmen with a full-service shop and artists on staff.
I'm Lee. We have a standard here at McCall Monument. In all our years in business, we have never called on a grieving family, and we never will. In your family's time of need, our family is here for you.
Memories become treasures. McCall Monument.
Online ordering is now available at Culver's and Pella. Simply go to culvers.com, select curbside or carryout, and let us know if you'd like us to start making your order fresh right now or schedule the time that you want it ready. Our entire menu is available, including Marion County's best burger, chicken sandwiches and tenders, seafood dinners, fresh salads and hearty soups, kids' meals, snack-worthy sides, and our famous frozen custard. Just go to culvers.com and place your online order for your next meal at Culver's and Pella, where we're locally owned and involved in your community.
51-38, Pella leads by 13, just under 4 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter as we welcome you back inside the Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth for this opening round matchup in the Class 4A Girls Regional Basketball Tournament. And Waterloo East turns it over with some Pella pressure out of the vision for less timeout. Now the Dutch have it with Reagan Van Wyk out to Tristan Gordon, and as Horton tries to swipe it away, that's a Stanford called for the foul, and Tristan Gordon going to the line for 2 shots. Dutch are in the double bonus the rest of the way.
Well, I like to see Pella staying aggressive defensively here. They were playing really tight defense on that inbound on the side here for Waterloo East, and got the steal.
First free throw bounced off the back of the rim and then hung on the front of the rim for about 3 seconds and finally dropped in. It's good. 52-38 Dutch.
Gotta have a pretty good free throw percentage tonight.
Second free throw, no good. We are 12 of 20, so 60% from the line tonight.
Maybe it's that run of 6 in a row we had earlier.
Well, that was a big run. That took it from 28-25 to 34-25, and really Pella hasn't looked back since then. 3:41 to go in the game, and a riding foul on Anna Vanderwall as Stanford races up the floor, so she'll go to the line for a 1-and-1. Hope you didn't have any plans for this evening, John, because we might be here a while.
I was just going to say that. We're at, I'm not sure how many Waterloo has.
3:40 to go, and both teams after that miss are now in the double bonus the rest of the way.
Yeah, the board says 10 for Waterloo East, but I know they have more than that. It just stops there.
Yes. Here's Vanderwall. Bounce pass to Mia Warner. Lean in shot, no good. Rebounded by Love. The Dutch have not been able to take advantage of Love playing with 4 fouls.
No,
she's giving up, and they're missing shots.
It actually looked like Mia tried to take that into her there. Not a bad idea, but she leaned into it a little bit too far and got off balance.
Pella got a steal from Anna Vanderwall. Now the Dutch have it offensively. Vanderwall trying to weave through a couple of defenders. Lost it on the floor, picked up, gives it to Abby Warner, and her bounce pass is stolen away. That's turnover number 16 on Pella. And then Warner hounding as Jefferson Putnam brings it into the front court. Pass is tipped by Gordon, controlled by Caesar. Drives around Gordon, up and under move, and gets it to go. What a take by Jemiah Caesar for 2.
Well, Waterloo East keeping this thing a little bit closer. I think we got up to 16 or so at one point. Got it back to 12.
52-40, Pella with the lead. Here's Reagan Van Wyk spinning in the lane, spins back the other way, kicks it back out to Abby Warner. Bounce pass into the corner, right side in front of the Pella bench for Mia Warner. Through 2 defenders, off glass, no good. Rebound being battled for and controlled by Waterloo East. Caesar all the way to the other end, off glass, no good. Rebound, we've got a whistle and a foul called on the play. And we'll see who the foul is called on here. It's perpetrated by Mia Warner, which by my count is her 5th. although they're saying it's just her fourth, so I was off somewhere along the way. So the fourth by Warner and 2 shots for Horton. Ulrich Ford and Lincoln game reset. 2 minutes, 16 seconds remaining. 52-40 Pella. Both teams are in the double bonus. Possession arrow is with the Dutch on an Ulrich Ford and Lincoln game reset, taking care of you since 1935. First free throw is good. Makes it an 11-point game as Waterloo East trying to claw back within single digits.
Mia's coming out anyway for Eliza is coming in for her, so don't know if she'll have a chance to get that 5th or not.
Strawberry Cellular Instant Radio Update. Final score, Carlisle 58, Knoxville 28.
Wow.
Second free throw is good. And it's 52-42 here. Pella leads by 10. Anna Vanderwall drives around Ruthie Halton into the front court. Kick out. Childerston for 3. Short, no good. Rebound pops off, controlled by Reagan Van Wyk. She'll circle it back out to the right wing and give it to Childerston between the rings. Right hand bounce pass to Eliza Van Zee. Down on the post. Eliza, turn around, off glass and in. And Pella's back up 54-42.
Yeah, that right there is exactly what we should be doing for a while.
And then the teams trade turnovers. And here comes Horton barreling through. Van Zee backpedaling, called for a foul and an and one opportunity for Horton.
That might have been the continuation we were talking about a little earlier.
Nice move by Eliza Van Zee down on the post for Pella.
Yeah, nice job. She dribbled back. I took a look inside, then turned to the outside and got the nice kiss off the glass.
So the other 2 games tonight on the network are final as we take a look at the Marion County Bank Radio scoreboard. Norwalk beat Newton earlier tonight 56-19, and Carlisle over Knoxville 58-28. Our score 54-45 Pella's. Horton makes the free throw, and that was the Marion County Bank Radio scoreboard. Got a whistle and a quick foul on Anna Vanderwall, or to send Anna Vanderwall to the free throw line. The foul is not on her, it's on Horton, which is her 3rd for Waterloo East.
This could be a long last minute and 38 seconds, I'm thinking.
That's why I said I hope you don't have any plans tonight, John.
Didn't have, no.
Other than watching some postseason basketball, the tournament trail is officially underway here at Pella High School. Of course, the defending champion Dutch boys will be making their postseason debut Monday night against Carlisle. That'll be right here, and Phil Hemming and I will have the play-by-play on 92.1 KRLS, as well as Pella Dutch Live on YouTube. It will not be an easy road to repeat for Pella. Vanderwall's second free throw is no good. She misses them both. And then a rebound comes out to Reagan Van Wyk, who travels after she was kind of bumped to the floor on a tussle for the ball. And it goes over to Waterloo East. Well, Pella's learning what it's like to play physical basketball tonight, John.
Yeah, they are. This one's been, the second half has been pretty intense for both teams, really.
Love kicks it out. Horton for 3 is short, no good. Rebound is saved, and it comes into Reagan Van Wyk, and then a quick whistle and a foul is called on Jefferson Putman, my apologies.
Well, we're down to minute 22, so we got 16 seconds off that last possession. Yeah, it'll be fun to see how the Pella boys do. Like you said, it's a tough run for them. They've got a really tough.
They've got Carlisle in the opening round, then they'd likely have to go through Bondurant, Farrar, and Winterset, who are both top 10 teams according to the BC Moore Power Rankings, and then you know how difficult it is at the state tournament if they get there.
Yep. Also have North Polk, I believe, in that same.
Yes, that's who Winterset would play in the other semifinal. I mean, it is an absolute gauntlet of a district and sub-state for the Dutch. But hey, if you want to win a state championship, you basically got to be the last man standing anyway. So both free throws good for Reagan Van Wyk. It's 56-45 Pella. 1 minute and 21 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter here. Got our Cabinet Design of Pella radio post-game show. We'll talk with Dutch head coach Blaine Forsyth as Eliza Van Zee forces a tie-up on Love, and the arrow is to Pella. We'll also have our McCall Monument, Monumental Play and Player of the Game. Tonight's final stats presented by the Verduff Agency. We'll take a look at the road ahead presented by Pella Motors and go in closing presented by Culver's in Pella. Inbounds pass stolen away, shot no good by East. Offensive rebound stuck back up and in by Stanford for 2. She's got 6 points and 10 rebounds, and we have a whistle and a vision for less timeout. 56-47, Pella by 9. 1:08 remaining, fourth quarter, live inside the Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth.
We're in the home stretch of construction of the new Laley Park in Pella. If you've driven by exit 44 on Highway 163, you've seen the building taking shape over the past year, and we're almost ready to move in. Final work is being completed inside with a move-in plan for the second half of March. Once spring hits, we'll move forward with more landscape development, and the Laley Park will really begin to take shape. Check out our website for exciting new job opportunities and be listening for details for our open house planned on June 2nd and 3rd at Laley Park here in Pella.
Sporting goods companies are facing challenging times with many suppliers carrying little product and offering slow delivery. At BSN Sports, we stand ready to change the fundamentals of our industry. We carry all the top brands that you demand with uniforms, practice and travel gear, and field and facility equipment. We stock our own inventory and decorate in-house, leading to faster delivery. I'm Phil Hemming with BSN Sports, and I'd love the chance to work with your school or team. Give me a call at 620-8337, and let's get started today.
Welcome back inside of our Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth. 58 seconds remaining. Pella leads 56-47, and Kennedy Van Vark running the baseline inbounds. An immediate foul is called on Jada Latiker, my apologies, and free throws coming for Pella. John, that is by my count the 35th foul of this game. We have had 44 turnovers in this game, and Anna Childerston shooting 2 free throws. First one, no good. And 10, 12, 13, 14, 16, 18 free throws for Waterloo East. This will be the 26th for Pella, so 44 free throws in this game, which makes sense when there's been 35 fouls in the game.
Well, we may see another 10 before this one's over here in the last minute and 7 seconds, because every touch Pella gets, they're getting fouled immediately.
Childerston makes the second free throw. It's 57-47 Dutch. Here's Love in the right corner. I was off on my time. For some reason, when we came back from break, I thought there was 58 seconds. There are now 52 seconds remaining as Horton drives and lays it in, and now a foul is called to give Anna Vanderwall a couple of free throws. And John, Pella's got to start making some free throws. This is, I mean, I don't want to say that we're perilously close here, but at one point, this was a 16-point game, and it's down to an 8-point game, and part of the reason for that is because Pella's only shooting just barely above 50% at the free throw line tonight.
Yeah, which is uncharacteristic, you know, for Pella, being 65-66% as a team, I believe, on the year. There we go, Anna hit one.
Now this game might be remembered when it's all said and done for that 6-for-6 free throw stretch on one possession. In fact, if Pella holds on to win, it will be our McCall monumental play of the game. A foul and then a technical foul to give Pella 6 free throws on one possession. They made them all. Vanderwall makes both there, and it's 59-49 Dutch, and a tip by Kennedy Van Vark, stolen away by Reagan Van Wyk, and then a quick whistle and a foul is called on Saffold. And that might just be it with 40 seconds to go, up 10 and 2 free throws coming.
Yeah, if Reagan hits both of these, put us up 12. You got to wonder at some point, does Waterloo East kind of let it go at that point?
First free throw, Van Wyk,
nice.
Good. Off the arm, I thought that one might be short, but it does crawl over. And the second one from Reagan coming. Bend at the knees, right to left, swish. All right, so all I had to do was give him a little chat. 4 for 4 out of Vanderwall and Van Wyk. Back-to-back turnovers out of East, including a travel there by Jefferson Putman.
And a lot of net on those free throws, too. Just nice stroke. Nothing but net.
37 seconds remaining. Inbounds to Anna Vanderwall, and another quick foul on Horton.
I don't even think he was going to let her foul. He just kind of assumed that one. I don't even know that she made it to her yet, but he called it.
61-49 Dutch. Anna Vanderwall, 2 more free throws. She is 7 of 10 at the free throw line so far tonight and makes the first there.
13th point for Anna. Yeah, she stepped up and made some big free throws in this game.
Second free throw coming, a little bit too strong, no good. Love gets the rebound. Pella's limited her to 6 points and 6 boards. 13-point lead, 30 seconds to go. Stanford is double teamed and in some trouble. Passes it off to Love at the top of the key. Step back and fires it left side. Three-pointer blocked by Childerston and rebounded by Kennedy Van Vark. And a whistle and a foul called on East. With 16.6 seconds to go, and Pella up by a baker's dozen.
Yeah, that's where I thought East might just kind of let that one run with a 13-point lead, 16 seconds to go. But again, you lose, you're done. They make every effort they can, to stay in
Can't
this
fault
one,
them for that.
Right.
You get 32 minutes, you might as well play them all. Free throw for Kennedy is good. 9 Pella players have scored, and this is total Pella, John. 9 Pella players have scored. Only one of them is in double figures, and it's Vanderwall, as you mentioned, with 13.
And we've got 4 or 5 in that 8 to 10 point average range, and that makes sense, and nothing different tonight.
And 8, 9, 8, 9, 7, and 6, and then 13. 64-49 Pella. 9 seconds to go. Here's Love driving around Van Zee. Left-hand shot off the window. Banks in for 2 for Brooklyn Love. 2 seconds to go. The Dutch don't even need to inbound the ball. The clock hits triple zeros, and the opening round of the Class 4A Girls Regional Tournament goes the way of the Dutch. Final score, Pella 64, Waterloo East 51. We'll be back with our Cabinet Design of Pella radio postgame show right after this on 92.1 KRLS.
This is Dr. Tim Yoder with Tri-County Veterinary Clinic. February is National Pet Dental Month, and I'd like to encourage you to schedule an oral exam for your pet. All of our dental services are discounted during the month of February, including cleaning of the teeth, polishing of the teeth, and dental surgery where needed. Call today to schedule your pet's oral checkup at 628-4040 for Tri-County Veterinary Clinic in Pella, where your pet's good health is our number one concern.
You're the veterinarians.
Yes, we are. We're the veterinarians.
They take care of pets because they love them.
Attention parents of preschoolers and kindergartners for the 2022-23 school year. The Pella School District is hosting an early childhood night on Thursday, February 24th. Information will be presented about the district's preschool, pre-K, and kindergarten programs, and staff members will answer any questions you have. All 3 programs are free. Come find out why they're right for your child. The early childhood night will be held from 5 to 6 o'clock on Thursday, February 24th at Madison Elementary School in Pella.
Pella Community Schools, Pella.
Some call them small businesses. We call them a big deal. At Bank Iowa, we're doing big things for businesses of all sizes. From companies with a single desk or retail counter to those with multiple assembly lines and vast operations. Commercial loans, checking accounts, and treasury management, plus the resources you might only expect at a larger bank. Visit one of our 25 locations and let's talk about all the big things Bank Iowa can do for your business. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Loans are subject to approval.
Thinking about home renovation? Call Kent at DeHeisen Carpentry in Pella. Finish that basement. Remodel your kitchen or bathroom. Build that new addition you've been dreaming about. Even new construction. At DeHeisen Carpentry, they can do it all. DeHeisen Carpentry is a Pella Windows certified contractor. DeHeisen Carpentry will work with you from start to finish, ensuring the job is done right and to your satisfaction. For your next home renovation project, call the professionals at DeHeisen Carpentry in Pella, 780-1858.
As spring and summer sports seasons approach, have Raceway Tire and Exhaust team you up with a set of Firestone tires. Check out the Firestone Destination line of tires. Whether you drive a truck or SUV, there's a Firestone Destination tire just right for you. And Raceway Tire and Exhaust is your complete auto care center from bumper to bumper. No matter what your vehicle needs, take it to Raceway Tire and Exhaust in Knoxville.
Raceway Tire and Exhaust. We got what you need to get you on the go.
Here's a garage door tip from the gurus of garage doors at DeYoung Door Service. Not all insulated garage doors are created equally. You can get a quote-unquote insulated garage door with an R value as low as 3, The best insulated garage doors have an R value over 15. That's a major difference. So before buying your new garage door, visit with the gurus of garage doors and make sure that you get the right insulation level to get the job done.
Hi, this is Kurt DeYoung. We're the gurus of garage doors, DeYoung Door Service in Pella.
Welcome inside of our Cabinet Design of Pella radio post-game show. Pella has beaten Waterloo East 64-51 in the opening round of the girls' Class 4A regional basketball tournament. At Cabinet Design of Pella, they expand and enhance your ideas beyond your expectations. Call Mike Blom, the cabinet guy, at Cabinet Design of Pella. Dutch with a 13-point victory. And let's start by taking a look at our McCall Monument Radio Monumental Play of the Game and Player of the Game. Trevor Castle, John Holterhouse will be joined by Dutch coach Blaine Forsyth here in just a little bit. But, John, let's go back to that stretch in the middle of the third quarter. Pella had a 28-25 lead. Waterloo East had 2 3-pointers. Both looked actually pretty good that had a chance to tie this game. They missed them both. Pella went down. Kylie Talkie she got fouled, made 2 free throws. But as that was going on, Waterloo East tried to check in an ineligible player because of a jersey snafu. That was a technical foul, so after Talkie made both free throws, Anna Vanderwall made 2 free throws, the technical free throws, the Dutch got the ball back, and then Talkie went back to the line after getting fouled, made 2 more free throws. Pella stretched their lead from 28-25 to 34-25, and it was never really a game after that. The Dutch kept it between 8 and 16 points all the way to the end of the game, and they win 64-51.
Yeah, I agree. That was a huge moment in this game. And like you said, it's halfway through the third quarter. It's a 3-point game. And to go back a little bit, one step further than that, Brooklyn Love, who is a big difference in this game, got an offensive foul when Waterloo East had the offense, had the possession, only down 3, got that offensive foul, goes down on one of those fouls you're talking about. And Kylie Talkie was again on Brooklyn Love. They gave her 4, and she was out for half a quarter. And not only those 6 free throws we got, but the rest of that quarter, I think we pulled up by 12 or 13 or something by the end of that third quarter.
43-31 at the end of the third, you're right. Yep.
Between the fouls on Love and those 6 free throws that we made in that one possession basically was a big turning point.
Yeah, so that's the McCall Monumental Play of the Game. Our player of the game is the team's leading scorer, Anna Vanderwall, 13 points. She only made 2 field goals, 1 3 and 1 2, but she poured them in from the free throw line, part of a 22 for 34 effort, and it's been the formula all year long for the Dutch. Balanced scoring, and it's the senior guard Vanderwall leading the way with 13.
Yeah, she had some clutch free throws for sure. Stood up, and I think you mentioned at one point Pella's going to have to make some free throws. Well, right after that, Anna went to the line and swooshed 2 in a row, and then I think Reagan followed it up with a couple. But, yeah, I'm looking at the board right now, and you have the official score, but I see 13, 9, 9, 8. That's some pretty balanced scoring.
That's how the Dutch do it when they're at their best.
Yeah, it's good to see that.
That's our McCall Monument Radio Monumental Play of the Game and Player of the Game. When it's time to memorialize your loved one or pre-plan your own memorial, trust the area's leading monument designer and installer, McCall Monument, on Old Highway 163 West in Pella. Continuing our Cabinet Design of Pella radio post-game show with tonight's final stats presented by the Verduff Agency. And we'll start first with the Dutch and put some names to the numbers that John just mentioned. It's Vanderwall with 13, 9 points each for Anna Childerston and Kennedy Van Vark, 8 points for Regan Van Wyk and Kylie Talkie, 7 points for Mia Warner, 6 points for Eliza Van Zee, 3 for Tristan Gordon, and 1 for Haley Van Vark. On the Waterloo East side of things, Elisha Horton scored 19 points, 9 points tonight for Kiki Jefferson Putman, 8 points for Brooklyn Love, 6 points for Jalea Stanford, 5 points for Jemiah Caesar, and 4 points for Danae Saffold. Waterloo East, a slight rebounding edge, 35-33. They got 10 from Stanford to lead everybody. Regan Van Wyk's 8 led Pella. The turnover battle in favor of the Dutch, 20 Pella turnovers, 26 turnovers for Waterloo East. There were a total of 52 free throws shot in this game. Pella went 22 of 34 at the line, and Waterloo East went 13 of 18 at the line. In fact, John, there was only 1 more field goal made in this game than there was free throws made in this game. There was a total of, let me double check my math, 36 field goals and 35 free throws made in this game. We spent a lot of time at the charity stripe tonight.
Yeah, we did, which is why, what is it, 8:40 right now?
Right, for one Singleton game.
For one, yeah. So, a lot of fouls going to lead to a lot of free throws, and, a lot of the fouls also kind of prevent you from getting up a good shot, too, sometimes. So, yeah.
Tonight's final stats presented by the Verduff Agency. Let Chad, Lance, or Larry examine your stats and customize an insurance plan for you at the Verduff Agency, providing complete courteous service to the Pella area for nearly 100 years. I know that Blaine Forsythe will be making his way up here. John, I'll take the reins and run it out, but do you have any final thoughts? I know you and Andrew heading to Grinnell Saturday night to take on a familiar foe.
Yeah, I tell you what, Grinnell's been a little bit of a thorn in Pella's side the last few years.
That's an understatement.
Yeah, and we've lost some sub-state finals up there, and this is not a final, but Pella can somehow get past Grinnell. They have Benton after that. That's a winnable game, I think, for Pella. So Grinnell, it was a 10-point game. We played them last time. We had a little bit of a slow start in the fourth quarter, and it's pretty much even after that. So we got to pull something off against them and ready to beat that team.
All right, I will be listening. You and Andrew call a great game, and let's pull a little Dutch magic out of that thing. John, thanks for joining me tonight. Really appreciate it.
You bet. Thanks for having me.
All right, that's John Holterhouse. I'm Trevor Castle. Blaine Forsythe will be making his way up in just a couple of moments, and we'll continue with more of our Cabinet Design of Pella radio postgame show. Final score, the Dutch 64, the Trojans 51 here on KRLS. Over the past few months, Pella Real Estate Services has been sharing real stories of real people saving real money by selling their home using the Prez Listing Advantage.
They saved $6,570.
These sellers saved $900.
They saved $2,550.
Why pay a 6% commission when you can save thousands of dollars, just like many others have, using the Prez Listing Advantage? Call 628-1BUY to list your home with Pella Real Estate Services.
Pella Printing recognizes each job is a unique and important part of your organization's brand image. By being flexible and reacting quickly, they've earned a first-class reputation in the printing industry and offer a broad assortment of quality printed products with speed and precision. From business cards to postcards, window clings to magnetic media, and banners, posters, window graphics, and yard signs, Pella Printing provides a unique and professional look to any project. Pella Printing, where technology and craftsmanship meet.
If you have friends or family coming to Pella, make reservations for them to stay in Pella's finest accommodations, the Amsterdam Hotel.
We have many different packages available depending on what they're looking for during their visit.
Our weekend getaway package includes flowers, chocolates, and champagne.
The Visit Pella package has tickets to the Historical Village, Vermeer Windmill, and Pella bucks to spend around town.
And the Stay and Play package includes golf at Boss Landon.
Find the perfect package for your guests or yourself by visiting royalamsterdam.com for the Amsterdam Hotel on the Molengracht in Pella.
There's a place in downtown Pella that takes you right into the heart of Amsterdam. A beautiful brick walk featuring a winding canal, a working drawbridge, and Dutch architecture providing a classic old world atmosphere. Welcome to the Molengracht. The Molengracht is home to some of Pella's finest lodging at the Amsterdam Hotel, dining with Liberty Street Kitchen and Oriental Express, Beautiful You Salon, Pella Nail Salon, the Pella Window and Door Showroom, and many service businesses. You can even take in a movie at Pella Cinemas. Good luck to our local sports teams from the Molengracht in Pella.
Welcome back inside of our Cabinet Design of Pella radio post-game show on 92.1 KRLS. It's our continuing coverage of Pella High girls basketball. We're joined by Blaine Forsythe, head coach of the Dutch, following a tournament opening 64-51 victory over Waterloo East on Wednesday night to open Class 4A regional play. Coach, thanks for coming up and chatting as always. Enjoy putting the headsets on with you. First postseason victory as a head coach. Maybe not as pretty as you'd like, but congratulations on postseason victory number one. What'd you think?
Thanks, Trevor. Yeah, like you said, it wasn't pretty, but at this point of the season, you find ways to win, and you're happy with a W, no matter how big the point spread or how small. I'm just really proud of our girls for pulling out the victory, and we hit some free throws, which was good down the stretch, but just couldn't get into a rhythm in the second half just with all the fouls, and we found a way to win.
Yeah, this was a weird game, and there's all kinds of stuff going on. I think my numbers are mostly accurate, but I had a total of 37 fouls in the game, a total of 52 free throws in the game, and a total of 46 turnovers in the game. I mean, it's just numbers that you don't see a whole lot. How challenging was it to try to help your girls fight their way through all that?
Yeah, it was challenging. You know, we wanted to make sure we were taking care of the basketball. We didn't always do that. And, you know, when you can't get into a flow and, you know, we're trying to sub to get our press set up, and then, you know, that makes it so the girls can't find a rhythm either. So really challenging. It's a way we haven't won yet this season. So add that to the list. And, you know, just proud of our girls of how they responded to just the overall night with the different piece of adversity that we had to face.
Yeah, and I thought East brought some physicality to this game. I mean, they made no bones about the fact that they were going to be up in your jerseys all night long, and at times you struggled through that, and at times you were able to have some success with it.
Yeah, you know, they're a team that plays in a really good conference. They play all 5A schools, so we knew they were going to bring a different kind of physicality to the floor, and I thought our girls responded well at times, and at times we kind of let it get the best of us. But in the end, you know, we took care of the basketball when we needed to and knocked down our free throws.
And, you know, this is what has become Dutch basketball this year. 7 players between 6 and 13 points tonight. Anna Vanderwall leads the way, the only double-figure scorer with 13, and then you have 2 with 9 and 2 with 8 and 1 with 7 and 1 with 6. And it's kind of a broken record every time we talk, but it's the way that you get the job done, I think, the best when you're like that, aren't you?
Yeah, you know, we like to be balanced, and we just have different players step up at different times. When they have a wide open shot, they all have the confidence to shoot it, or if they can get to the rim, you know, we're confident with all of them taking it to the rim. And just being balanced like that, it makes it challenging for teams to defend us. And we just need to make sure we're staying consistent in that throughout the postseason.
And what's it like after a win like this, opening round of the postseason? Kind of just a sigh of relief that you at least get one in the books before moving on?
Yeah, it is. You know, especially this one with no flow in the game. It was just you never knew what was going to happen next. So that relief is there, and just getting a win. And you know, everybody's 0-0 right now. So to be able to take that next step and get a game on Saturday is exactly what we wanted.
And that game on Saturday is against another black and orange team, a very, very familiar foe in Grinnell, a team that we've not had a lot of success